bienvenidos al show de Chuy, gritando en inglés, al Screaming Chuy Show, a su podcast.
¡Órale!
Simón,
That was DJ Pollito.
ya saben, cuando quieran le ponemos la música que quieran para todos los que estamos presentes y sigan gozando. Vamos a hacer este podcast para ustedes.
And if you guys remember him, he was a guest in How to Survive a Zombie Apocalypse.
I was.
Got another guest, Lee over here.
What's up?
He was on here also a long time ago, like a year ago. You
Was it
remember?
really?
I think so, dude.
Damn.
Or close.
Yeah,
It was like summertime.
Yeah, that is not bad.
Remember, you only had one mic, now he has three. Possibly four.
Well, yeah, you definitely improved here because that year ago it was off your cell phone.
Yeah.
Off your app.
And no beer.
No,
We weren't drinking.
We were pretty intoxicated.
I remember when I was like, we're gonna go on a break, and and Mark's like, no, we're gonna come back, we're gonna continue it. And then we fucking came back and kept drinking and we forgot all about it.
Yeah.
You guys just left the recording?
Yeah, this is recording and we just started going off on it. Yeah, it sounded good when being there talking about it, but once you uploaded it up on the app there and listening back, it's like it sounded good from the beginning, and then later on it just started going down the more drunk we got.
You guys
It's fucking Mark. It was mainly Mark making fat jokes.
Yeah.
You fucking fat.
Yeah, the whole time I was just giggling.
Everybody, he's the fucking skinny one of the group. Or what?
Talking about, so these guys right here, my fucking homies, known these guys for like 20 years, and talking about fat jokes. So I went to the White Mountains with Lee and Mark, and I threw a snowball at Lee, and he fucking took a picture of me, right? And then I see Lee looking at his phone, he's fucking laughing, yo, at the picture he took of me. And I'm like, what's so funny, dude? I'm just throwing a snowball. And he shows me his phone, and it's like zoomed in. My gut was sticking out from like under my shirt.
Fucking Chewy's right hand was up above his head, getting ready to throw a snowball, and I just caught it at the perfect time. So as he's doing that, his other hand he's filming him throwing the snowball at me. So I took the picture. Halfway through, he threw it. I caught it, threw it back at him. And then I started going through the pictures, and I all I see is Chewy wearing full black like always, with his arm up. And at the bottom, it's a little bit of white. It was his stomach. All boxed on, you know.
And that's all he just zoomed into my pants. Look, he's fucking fat, look. And I'm like, these motherfuckers, dude. And Mark had a ball, and he's like, ah!
Yeah.
Pants on from the bottom.
Well, shit, the whole time up there, you kept calling yourself the fat sniper. Remember that?
What it was, I would disappear.
Yeah, you did too. Wearing all black and fucking disappeared.
Snow.
In white snow.
They were like fishing, and I'm like, I'm gonna go explore the woods, you know? I was like, I hope I don't get attacked by a fucking bear out here.
The bears, you're the same size as the bear, bro. They're just gonna walk away.
They said, hey, look,
Are we supposed to be hibernating, bitch?
If I do get attacked, listen, I'm gonna check his oil. I'm gonna stick my finger in his
He's
eye.
angry. He's angry.
Or if there's a corn on the cob somewhere around, I'm gonna fucking cornhole him. Something's going up there, a twig, I don't know, dude, fucking fist him.
Pine cone down here up in the mountains. Speaking of a pine cone, what's gonna hurt worse, going in or coming out? I think going in.
Going in, yeah, because it's like inwards.
They like flower out.
Yeah.
With the moisture in the asshole or something.
Well, I don't care if you're human or an animal, you got a pucker or something.
Maybe it'll smooth out after it's halfway, because like maybe the piece of cacas will get in the spaces and it'll smooth it out. Use a river rock. I don't know.
Something, bro. You just making sure that something's going up his ass.
I'm pretty sure any animal, if they attack you, if you stick your finger up their ass, they're gonna stop.
I don't want to be the one to test it because you might piss them off.
I know. What if one of them's gay and he likes it?
He rapes you.
He
You're
rapes
like
you, yeah.
playing with him. He's like, oh yeah?
No, yeah, fucker.
But then he might not kill you though.
That's true. He might not kill you physical, but he's gonna kill you on the inside.
Kill
Yeah,
your
what
soul.
happened? I got raped by a lion.
Can't wash the shame
A
off.
gay one.
Throughout the years, it's gonna be fucking emotional, damaging to you, mentally.
Besides the asshole damage.
I mean, I'm talking
The
about
physical
the
damages.
the tiger was gay. You raped me. Therapist is like a tiger? Like at the zoo? Yeah, this guy named Exotic Joe.
Oh yeah, I was thinking like Tony the Tiger. It was great. Bullshit.
Not for me.
But I'm alive. I survived. And now I'm in a documentary and Discovery. And that's how you survive a tiger attack. You pull your pants down,
And bend over.
bend over,
And take it.
and hopefully you just don't bite your nalgas or something.
I would say pull your pants or just oil check them like you said. Because kind of seem a little eager to pull your pants down. So
And
Oh, that's
Let 'em
true,
go at
huh? Tony skipped the oil check and just went to
straight into it. Oh no, a bear.
just get it done over with. Fuck it.
Instead of playing dead, you just bend over, pull your pants down. The bear's like, what the fuck?
Hey, unless your asshole stinks, it might stop.
He smells your asshole.
Goddamn, man. If you're gonna fuck it, you gotta wash them first.
He's like,
Like those little kids that they do that fucking poop joke to.
oh yeah, to get a toilet paper.
Yeah,
Some of the
chocolate or Nutella.
Mostly the little girls are like, it's okay. I was like, oh shit, she's got the tell her that it's chocolate.
You see the one where it's a little kid and he was like mad, dude. He didn't say nothing. Like he looked at his mom, he's like, he gave her a
I
mean
think I've
look
seen
and he's
that.
like, he just washes his hands. He's like dogging her.
He's like, just, I'm gonna get you back, bitch.
For real,
I
huh?
think I've seen that one. I think I've seen one where the mom does that and the little boy keeps asking, what is it? What is it? What is it?
Yeah.
What is this?
They just keep gagging.
That could traumatize the kid, you know. What if they end up like hating poop or loving it?
Well, I mean, you can hate it because I think at least all normal people. Well, I mean, I have seen some videos that are pretty messed up with some shit, but literally some shit. You know what I mean?
Like in the chat.
Yeah, and I'm like, usually people think it's disgusting, but fucking Asia, bro.
The scat videos.
The famous 2 girls, 1 cup.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Mm-hmm.
Some people
They
watched it out of curiosity. I watched it forcibly because Chewy brought it up.
Hey, Frankie brought it up to
Frankie,
us.
yeah. So this is what happened. I think we said this story on the fucking zombie podcast one because we found out about it, but we hadn't seen it. And I remember Jesus was at my house, and we're on my computer. And we're looking for that. We're like, and nothing will pop up.
And we were like really looking.
We were looking at, and then Frankie's all like, "Yeah, dude, you go to this page, and you click on this, and you go to that." I was like, "Fucking dude, we're just going to your house." So we ended up going to his house, right?
We're putting the
We
mics
went to
on
his
your
house,
computer.
yeah. So we fucking go to his house. We're in this room and shit. And he sits down like fucking nothing, dude. 2 minutes later, he has a video up.
Like
And we're
all
like-
we could find was just people's reactions.
The
of it.
reactions, yeah. We couldn't find the actual
The actual video.
This
itself.
dude found the video like nothing, like
He knew what website to go to.
yeah, like he's watched it multiple times.
He had a favorite
Yeah.
saved somewhere.
The browser saved it.
Yeah.
And we get there, we're like, what the fuck? Are they really doing that? I think that was the first video ever that came out with something. I mean, that I know of, at least.
Yeah.
Because-
or they became as popular anyway.
Yeah, because that shit was disgusting.
Yeah. The best way I can describe it is like seeing a very horrible car accident. You want to look away, but you can't.
That's true.
And it just
But I'd
got
rather
worse.
watch a car accident.
Yeah.
I know it sounds fucked up, but I'd rather watch a car
Some
accident.
fucked up car accident, dude.
Yeah. I've seen some fucked up car accidents with blood covered inside and out of the car.
And you had to deal with the car.
Yeah, well, yeah, being a tow truck driver, yeah, I had to winch it up. I didn't touch the fucking thing.
Was it like fresh blood or like was it dry?
A little dried. There was one driver. He brought in a car, and it had, I don't know what the fuck it was. I don't know if it was
Brains, bro.
Oh, the best way I can explain it, it looked like a chuck roast kind of. It was some kind of like looked like an organ, and it was sitting on the
Like
floor.
dark reddish meat.
No, it was
Brownish.
pinkish, but it's been sitting in the car for a couple hours.
Oh.
And I go and I look at it, I was like, what the fuck is that? I'm trying to figure it out. Like,
A kidney.
is it a liver? Is it a?
Y'all Googling it?
No, I just like looked at it, and then the driver that brought it in, he's like, oh, it went down. It was a lot bigger last night. What? I guess it bled out, so it, you know, like the red is the blood. in it.
Yeah.
So when it bled out, I guess it
It's
shrunk down in
pink.
size.
Do they ever say details of like what happened with the person?
Sometimes. Sometimes.
They usually don't.
It depends on the officer or how curious I am.
So what happened?
I mean, I would be all fucking nosy, you know, just the Mexican part of us.
Yeah. No, there's been a couple times where I've showed up on scene and the car just completely smashed from
'Cause
front,
I mean-
rear, asking what happened. Someone played Grand Theft Auto too much, or?
Because I'm just saying, if there's like blood or like somebody's fucking organ in there, I'm gonna ask like, yo, dude, what the fuck is that? Like, you know, like.
Yeah.
Is he an organ donor? Because he's gonna need that.
Is that supposed to be in the body? It's balance out, right?
That's not a good thing, right? Do you think he wants it back?
No,
They're like, he did.
Oh.
he ain't gonna need it. Where he's going, he ain't gonna need it.
Yeah.
Can I cook it?
Can I take it home, sell it in the black market?
Right? Hey, if it's been sitting for 2 hours, you know, that's still good.
Put it on ice and shit. Put it on the black market. Kidney for sale.
Make bank, yo.
$20,000.
Make bank.
Yeah, to the black market. Yeah, I'm sure that's true. I've never
Oh, it is.
came across it. See, I've only heard of it.
I've only heard of it. I don't know.
Oh, I've only heard of it too, but the cartel, like everybody thinks that they just make most of their money off drugs. That's just a portion. They make most of their money off like organ trafficking or like sex trafficking.
Yeah.
Like children or women, even men, they don't give a fuck.
Makes
Well,
sense.
somebody's gonna fuck it. Like, you know what I mean?
Somebody-
Somebody age, size. People are sick, bro.
Alright. I see now.
A lot of weird fuckers out there.
Like that movie Hostel.
Yeah.
People would pay to kill other people. Like, the fuck, yo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember
Just like what was that? Shit, I forgot the name. Is it Hostel? The one with yeah, it's a movie where they shut everything down for 12 hours. 24
Oh, Purge.
yeah.
Purge. Where the rich people pay to have a per person, where they can do like a ritual and shit.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Is that Purge or is that what's it called? The Hunger Games.
I think it was a Purge.
The Purge.
Good.
Yeah, the Purge. That's
Yeah.
when they. I think it's the second one.
Like that guy, like he sacrificed himself, right?
Yeah,
Remember
to
the
pay
old
for
guy?
the bills of his daughter and granddaughter. I think it is the second one because the second one is with that one ex-marine dude that tries to kill the dude that ran his son over, or a kid over.
Oh.
Wow.
That's the first one that we see where they have the semi trucks pull up
With the fucking gun?
with the minigun in the back.
Oh.
And then that's when they find out that that it's not actually like purge isn't something to get like criminals. It's just for population control.
Let's kill the poor.
So yeah, so they do it for population control. They send
Population control. That sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Today's current events.
COVID-19.
Hey, it's conspiracy, bro.
Yeah.
Remember, we got 6 feet. 6 feet, right?
I think our gut is 60 guys out and shit.
Let me see. That'd be like my penis size.
Minus
by 2.
minus 5 and 11 inches.
Divided by pi.
The square root of it.
That's great.
Square root of 6.
Oh, man. One thing I wanted to bring up to you, Joey. This I've been hearing a lot that UFOs are a real thing. Have you heard about that?
About like the government admitting it.
Yeah, like was it the U.S. Army or the U.S. Air Force?
They
something?
call it something else though.
They released an actual video of UFO flying, and I believe they brought it to the attention of the public. But right now, all this
Nobody
COVID
cares.
shit
That's
going
probably
on.
why they threw it out there.
It's the perfect
Yeah.
time.
But so question, like an alien UFO, because to me UFO stands for unidentified flying object.
Well, that's
So
why they changed the name. That they don't call them UFOs no more.
Okay, so they call it something else because it's an actual
Yeah.
like alien spaceship.
Well, now they call it like, fuck, something flying event or yeah, because there's that speculation, right? Like, you know, it could be a secret government plane, and you're like, oh shit, that's a UFO. Technically, it is because it's an identified flying object.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's aliens, but now something phenomenon, some aerial. It's something with a AVP.
Let's see.
Aerial something phenomenon. That's the name for it.
So I guess I can classify myself as a boomer. I still call it a UFO.
Yeah, no.
That's
UFO.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I understand like when you said UFOs, I get it.
yeah.
But then also, since I watch a lot of videos too, anything can be an identified flying object. If you can't identify the object that's flying, it's an identified flying object.
Yeah, now they call it aerial something phenomenon.
Oh, okay.
Because like our fighter jets,
Yeah.
this happened a lot during wars, or if there's like a lot of tension between
Yeah.
UFOs appear a lot, or if there's like nuclear radioactive activity, they've been known to pop up too. There's been facilities where they're making nuclear shit for bombs, and everything goes black, like what's that fucking EMP?
Oh.
Like it shuts down all the electrical shit,
Yeah.
and right when that happens, UFOs been spotted flying around. So people think they're trying to stop us from killing each other.
Possibly.
Mm.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah. It's possible.
And this is not just like civilians, this is military personnel saying this. They're like, hey, I was on watch and the
I
whole
saw this.
shit shut down. I saw lights, it fucking beamed a light in our facility and lights went out. Like, this is military personnel saying this.
That they don't know. I mean, I have some like videos on YouTube some of them you can probably tell they're edited, but there's some of them you're like
The Phoenix lights.
somebody has to be like super good at editing or that shit is real. Because there's some things that you can't explain. There's no doubt that there's something out there, but we just don't know, if it was our military. But now if the military is admitting, hey, you know what, it's really not us.
Yeah. So there has to be something out there because for how big our universe is, for how
we can't be the only
far
thing
out.
alive.
Yeah. For
Plus,
how
there's
far
other
out we
galaxies,
searched
yeah.
and looked for. To our knowledge, there's more beyond that.
No, yeah, there's other, so every star is like a sun in their own galaxy, so, we're like the third rock from the sun, so that's the reason we have like the perfect temperature for at least us, like human
For
life.
life
So like
sustaining
our life,
planet.
but I'm pretty sure there's
Yeah.
other life that could probably be sustained by, other forms that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. For a while there, when they first landed upon Mars, they were saying that there's
There was
possibly
life.
water
Yeah,
on Mars.
it was frozen.
Yeah,
And-
beneath the core, and the reason why the planet's red is because it's rust.
Yeah,
Oxygen
and iron, copper and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure just water and
minerals.
oxygen. I'm not sure of the chemical breakdown and all that shit, but basically that's what creates rust. With that being said, they were planning on drilling into Mars and seeing if water is deep below the surface.
Because what I've heard, it was frozen.
Mm-hmm.
There was frozen water, and then
Yeah.
the other thing was that the air was too thin, so they were trying to send like smoke machines to dig
Yeah,
up the
there's
air.
no atmosphere there.
Yeah.
So the radiation just penetrates.
Yeah, smoke machines or like little robots on the surface to try to make pollution to try
to try to dig in the air.
to make an
And and we have the technology now to make weather. Like you can look it up on YouTube. There's this giant machine that makes clouds, like steam kind of, and then those clouds go in the air. Then a couple hours later, they make rain.
That's cool.
I've heard about that. I've seen pictures. I don't know if it's edited or fake, but that's pretty believable.
But this was a video on YouTube, like Like somebody shot it in the air.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it was just about time. I mean,
Yeah, because if it's vapor, water vapor, you would see it dissipate.
Oh yeah.
Like real dense steam, you would see it dissipate. But if it stays together, then
It looked like
dense.
you know when a rocket's going off, all that fucking smoke underneath it.
Yeah.
It looked just like that.
Huh.
But it was coming out in one direction instead of like all around like a radius. It was just going in one direction, like just forward.
Yeah. Huh.
that's cool.
Actually, I believe it.
And then about the UFOs, the government admitting it. So when we talked about how to survive a zombie apocalypse, I was talking about I forgot the document name, but you could look it up. Our government, the Pentagon, has a procedure of how to deal with a zombie infection. It's like 30 something pages. You can download it for free on PDF.
Really?
And yeah, and
Wow.
and it talks about different types of zombie infections that could be possible. Some that have been documented before, and how to deal with it. So of course we've never dealt with a zombie apocalypse, but they're prepared for it. And there's another one for alien invasion, what to do. So they're prepared for that too. You know what I mean?
I mean, at least they have an idea.
And the thing, for all these years, they've always denied the
That there was
existence of UFOs, but yet they had a procedure on what to do if this happened.
If it happens.
And it's perfect for them too because they flip flop, right? Like if they have a new plane and it's been spotted, oh, that's not ours.
Yeah,
that's
that's
a UFO.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense for them to do stuff like that when they want to cover it.
And then if it is a UFO, oh, that was one of our secret planes. You caught us. You know, like
Yeah, no kidding.
either way, it could be beneficial for them.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But they thought about it. They even had it planned out.
I know. I mean, they had to come from somewhere. Same thing with the zombie one. I'm pretty sure it was because that's with the zombie chicken. So it was like, what is it? CC document 99 or 88. There you go. 88.
So like farmers, like egg farmers. So the chickens, when it stops producing eggs, they kill them, and they do it wrongly. They do it by CO2 poisoning. And some of the chickens, they die, like they're dead, right? There's like
Yeah,
no
it's
pulse.
still open.
And so they have a graveyard and they, bury them and shit. A couple hours later, chicken digs its way out, starts flying, jumping around and running around for a while. They didn't say
Zombie
exactly.
chicken.
Yeah, and they didn't say how long. They just said a period of time of just running around and act crazy, and then just flops dead, organ failure, and they don't know why.
I wonder if zombie chicken tastes the same as normal chicken.
Mm.
Deep fried, oven, real.
Probably tastes a little dead.
It tastes the CO2 in it. Tastes like fucking smog or whatever. Exhaust.
It tastes just like CO2. or whatever gas that they use to
CO2 and protein.
kill them.
I don't know, maybe you get a hell of a deal though, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you just killed all those chickens, can I grill them up?
What if it comes to life right before you eat it and shit?
It's in the grill movie.
Yeah.
That would be fucking
It's extra
sick.
fresh.
Extra fresh. Yeah.
Like in China, how they do with the frogs and the fish.
No, so some of them they just eat them as is, still alive.
Yeah.
Bite right into
Go
them.
into it.
Yeah.
Freaking Asians.
Oh, do you see those? I think it's called like sea cucumber.
Yeah.
Looks like a penis, basically.
Yeah, like in a shell. Right?
Yeah.
And then the fucking
Yeah.
comes out.
Yeah.
It looks like a
that
cock and
Asian
balls.
chick.
Yeah, there's an Asian chick that ate one alive.
Yeah, I seen that. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that flinched and quivered.
Yeah.
Seen
I
that.
mean, I don't even like seafood to begin with, so it's like,
And then she bites it like water squirting out.
yeah.
Mhm.
And you know she sucks some good dick. She got used to that. She's like,
Not the first time.
Hey, well, what was weird is before she bit into it, she was slapping it. Remember?
yeah.
She's all excited. She's like,
Yeah.
pa, pa. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Imagine the chick was about to suck you off, yo. She grabs your cock.
No. She
Starts
slaps it.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Ah, not the
What
tip.
was that damn video you showed when you and Ray stopped by the house, the baseball bat?
Oh,
He knows what-
dude, no.
Oh, you showed him?
Well, he's in the same
I'm in
group
the
that I am.
same group.
Oh,
Yeah,
we saw the
that's
video.
just bad, bro.
You hear tink, tink.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, if you look at the video, his balls already
Looks swollen.
they're swollen because he's been getting hit for a while. So that means he just recorded like the last couple of hits. Because your balls aren't that big to be. I mean, I don't know, but at least mine aren't.
You've
that
already said it's
big.
too late, bro.
My balls aren't that big.
I mean, mine are like small grapes, but those guys.
No, see,
Your balls aren't that
My balls
Mine are
are
like
small.
baseballs.
compared to my dick. So, to that,
Maybe you just have a huge dick.
that's why I'm saying I think I have a big penis. I mean, all fucking 3.5 inches are there.
It's 3.5 by 3.5. 3.5 long, 3.5 wide.
Fucking tree stump.
Is it sitting down or laying on your stomach?
Both. It's the same girth.
When it gets cold, does it go inside?
Like a turtle.
It's an innie.
It's
It's just like a little fold of skin coming out.
What was that fucking hangover movie?
Oh, with the Asian
Yeah.
guy?
That fucking
Oh
mushroom.
yeah, dude! I remember when that. I think we went to watch that at the movie theaters, didn't we?
Yeah, we're like, what the fuck? is
Yeah, me and him were like, dude, what the fuck is that, dude? And they're like, is that a mushroom? Like on the, and I'm like, is it a fucking mushroom? Like,
that? And the monkey's all touching it.
Licking it too.
And I was like, is that a nipple, bro? I mean, like, it doesn't look like a nipple, but it could be a nipple. And then all of a sudden you see the Asian guy, I was like, holy crap, bro, that's a penis, dude? How can, like, cool, you know, he's a comedian, he's whatever it is, but...
It's a movie, right? It's a movie, right?
No, the thing is, Jesus told me that the dude went on a show and admitted that was the size of his dick.
That was his actual penis.
Yeah, and I was
I don't know
like,
if he was trying to be funny, but that's what he said.
I mean, to me that would
He
be
is a
funny.
comedian too, so.
Yeah, but I mean,
He is Asian, though.
he is
Yeah.
a really small Asian too.
It's kind of hard to believe him then.
That's kind of hard to see that shit hard in person. Like, is it up?
Flick it.
Poor little man.
I know.
Paul.
But like, what do you do? Like, you scissor a girl too? Like,
Pull her leg.
you look like a giant. It looks like a
Just your
giant
thumb,
clit.
fucking thumb thing, you just thumb it.
Check the oil.
No, if it's called check the oil for the ass, what would it be called for the?
Checking for lube.
He's got oil and it's black, brown, you know.
What if she's on her period? Would it be like checking for tranny oil?
Transmission fluid, because that
Transmission fluid.
transmission fluid's red, power steering fluid's pinkish.
Pinkish.
Reddish.
So what's clear? Isn't the
Brake fluid?
Yeah, brake fluid's
brake
clear.
fluid? Checking for brake fluid. We'll break that pussy up.
Stop this. No, that didn't sound right. That sounded like rape.
What?
Call the pussy breaks. Y'all stop this. I'll take that back.
Take that back or take it in the back?
Yeah, just
Check the oil.
Just cut that part out.
Have you
Edit
checked
it,
your
edit that
own
part out.
oil?
Huh?
Have you checked your own oil?
Accidentally. Not on purpose.
That's when you stop buying the cheap toilet paper.
Exactly. You know, it rips. You're like, whoa!
Last time I got ass is when my finger ripped through the toilet paper.
And it's a weird feeling because you're the victim and the victimizer at the same time.
So can you sue yourself?
Probably.
Ain't gonna be worth it if you broke.
But you're kind of paying yourself.
Yourself, yeah. Go to court.
No, not really. I mean, wouldn't that be considered masturbation?
It could be, huh?
I mean, you did it to yourself.
What if it's like
But
some-
what is unwillingly though?
And you had a good point there.
But it was accidental.
Yeah, and you weren't expecting it.
So it can't be rape then, because rape is an accidental.
What?
He's like, wait,
Have you had an experience?
No. What immediately popped in my head, it's like little situations, because this happened to me, like, if you're, I've been at work, and, you know, with female coworkers, some that have some big
Titties.
tits on them, yeah. I didn't know how to put it, but anyways.
Breast.
When they walk by you, and when their tits fucking rub on your arms. you know what happened, they know what happened, but you just stay quiet.
And they don't say anything.
Yeah, 'cause you don't want to point it out.
Either they liked it, or they just don't care because it happens so often.
Yeah, either they did it on purpose, or they can't. You know, they don't have control of the fucking things.
Or when they cut your hair, when a chick cuts your hair,
Yeah, at the
her
barber.
breast rubs on you.
Well, I mean, I go to
I'm like,
barbers,
did
so
she do that on purpose? Well, what if the barber's junk rubs on
I think they're all conscious about that, and they don't do that.
you? I wonder if the chicks do that, like to get better tips. Like
They
the
probably
chicks-
do.
Well,
They probably do because I mean, I like the barbers that I go to. I've noticed that because girls, yeah, when I was younger, my mom would take me to like salons and shit, and I'd be like, why the fuck am I getting my hair cut with all kinds of these other chicks? The one thing I did miss about it though is like they wash your hair and they fucking massage your head and shit. Like, oh, yeah. You go to the barber and they're like, alright, what do you want? This, alright, cool. And they start and then they like shave you and shit. They're like, alright, we're done. I'm like, you know, don't
You're all,
wash my
hey
hair,
bro, can you shampoo my hair? He's all, were you gay?
And they're like,
Wrong, boy.
what hair?
Okay, my head.
look, I asked for a service. You're denying to do it, so I ain't paying. I'm pretty sure that ain't gonna work, but good luck with that.
He's all, get the fuck out of here. Get the scissors. The fuck you see?
One thing for sure, do not piss off your barber.
No. Walk out like, hey, this is a nice fade. The back of your head is shaved and shit.
He's gonna write in the back.
Bitch.
I heart cock or something.
It's a penis.
Yeah.
Pussy.
No, it's just a big dick that starts from one side and wraps all the way around the other.
And it's gotta be squirting too.
Yeah, it has to be little dots.
It's squared around your fucking
No,
eye.
little dots down your like beard into your mouth.
Little drizzle.
You're like, why do I have bald spots? You haven't even seen it. No, dude, it's good. Go home.
You're good. Just don't look at it in the mirror. It's good though.
Like, man, I've been getting a lot of compliments on my haircut. People are loving
A
it.
lot of pointing, a lot of laughing,
I think I
a
got
lot more than usual.
People screaming, hey, nice haircut.
Dickhead!
Fucking moms walk by and they cover their little kids' eyes. Me, oh no.
Look away. What the fuck?
Dios mío. ¿Qué está pasando?
Pinches millennials.
It's 2020, man. Come on.
Get with the program, lady.
You know, when people call me
Boomer.
millennials, like, I kind of get offended. I'm like, I'm not the millennial you're thinking about.
Yeah, we're the smart ones that grew up with the boomers.
Aren't the other ones like Gen Z or something? Like Zoomers?
That's what I've heard. Zoom.
Zoomers, yeah, they're
Yeah.
the Generation Z or X.
I'm like, look,
No,
those are the
Z, yeah.
those are the kids popping Xanax and listening to mumble rap.
It's not
That's-
the same kids
that's
taking
millennial.
eating Tide Pods and shit.
Those are the ones.
Yeah.
And doing the condom challenge.
Yeah.
Or now they're fucking lighting their mouth on fire. You guys see that?
Yeah. They're taking like hairspray or something.
Really?
Like spraying their mouth.
They're
Yeah.
just all idiots, right? They're
Mm-hmm.
like what happened?
That's
Like,
our future, bro.
I hope not. Can we just get rid of them all and start new?
I believe there was a guy named Hitler that tried something like that.
I think we need.
How that work out for him?
He ended up blowing his brains out in a bunker, so I don't know.
Hey, but he
I
got.
think they took a side.
Hey, but
Oh, I think he did
Did they
wrong.
say that?
Him and his wife.
Yeah.
yeah, didn't take a pill or something like that
Yeah.
right before I blew up. Anyways.
Oh, I thought he blew his brains out.
No, supposedly they threw a missile. They threw a missile at the bunker that he was at, but when they did all the research and shit, he took a pill, like a suicide pill, with him and his wife and
Yeah,
some other
silent.
generals.
But they were mad. They're like, fuck, he's already dead.
Kill his own life before we can take it.
This guy's good.
Goddamn smart son of a bitch.
Hey, but he did get rid of a lot of them, though. You know what I mean?
He did.
So I mean, I mean, to be honest, bro, like some of the shit that they do is like, really, dude, like, really gotta do that.
It was fucked up what happened during that time for the Jews and all that, but a lot of medical advancements and knowledge was learned from all that.
Oh, yeah. A lot of the doctors that did those procedures, like dissect people alive, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'll take an organ out, like, hey, let's see what happens if you take a kidney out while he's still alive. You take it out, they're like, let's see how long he lives. Maybe you don't need it. And they'll do shit like that. And
just taking out organs and he's dead. He just passed out from the pain. You know, when he was in shock.
And all those doctors that did those procedures, they actually got new identities because they traded the medical information to not get prosecuted. So they're like, here's all your documents for the research we did. And government's like, all right, here's your new identity. Move to South America or some shit. Move to this island. And crazy, huh?
Well,
It's sad that it happened that way, but I mean, it happened. There's nothing we can do about it.
And the universe has a plan. Sometimes it involves you dying, you know. It's just nature, right?
It involves Jews dying.
Yes.
So we're Jewish. So we're Jewish.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I did not see that coming.
I saw nothing.
But I mean, yeah, no, I started noticing, like, around when I was, like, 25-ish, like, the new kids, when they started wearing, like, the skinny jeans.
Oh, yeah. And
I
that
was like-
Justin Bieber haircut.
Yes. And now is that the Taquashi haircut?
The cut?
The cut? No,
What the fuck is
mames, cut. Taquashi, you don't know what
No.
Taquashi is,
I
bro?
don't keep up with modern fashion.
No, that's not modern, bro. That's not even fashion. I don't even know.
I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
don't even keep
so-
up with fashion. Look at me. Blue jeans and a black shirt, you know?
Fucking
So,
boomer. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, yeah, at least I'm not walking around like Hank Hill, you know?
Hey, kill.
so a Taquashi is usually young kids with their dad's truck lifted, and they have a certain haircut. It's like a bowl haircut, and they have like this like thing, and then they call trucks mamalonas, like
Really?
big ass truck, and they say cut for everything.
Cuh.
Yeah, like
Like, instead of cuz,
get in my mamalona cut. Your
your face.
Yeah.
Tu troca no quema cut. That means your truck doesn't burn out because it's a V6 cut. They're all about V8s, and like they feel sad if they can't afford a V8 and they have to go to a V6. So they take off the little
The little emblem on the
envelope that
side.
says V6 and they put a V8.
For real, bro?
No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna say.
No, but they do get like if they see a V6. I'm telling you this because I've raced some of them when I had my Camaro. Smacked the shit out of their trucks. I mean, come on, it's heavy as hell. The Camaro was light as fuck. It was a V6.
Yeah.
I was hitting 400 and something horsepower on it. They weren't gonna catch up. But they would make fun. Like if I was at a stoplight or something, they're like, V6, blah blah. I'm like, bro, I'm motherfucking dusty with this motherfucker.
Well, just an LS motor.
Yeah, and I would just take off, and then like that's what they do. They just hang out. It's obviously Mexicans,
So racist.
but no, I mean, I don't have nothing against them. It's just like, why that haircut?
Wait, like Mexicans as in people from Mexico or like Latinos?
Both,
Oh.
like illegals. So they hang out in the 99 Cents by Nogales Highway and Drexel.
He gets closer to the mic.
He's like he's making it personal. Time might use this thing on.
It's like when Trump went from China. China.
China.
Dude, straight up, dude. I'm still laughing at this.
He's an idiot.
But like how you said, they drive around their dad's truck and they get all sad because it's not a V8
Yeah.
and they can't afford it. It's not that they can't afford it; it's because their dad can't
Dad can't
afford
afford
it. It's a truck that their mommy and daddy bought.
Yeah, or they went to the dealership and the dealership screwed them over and they're paying like $3,000 a month.
They probably looked at it like, well, you have no credit, but
Yeah.
if you want to start, we can give you this little Honda Civic here.
Yeah.
You know,
To
it's
start
probably
off.
like 97 Honda Civic, got like 300,000 miles. AC blows cold.
It blows cold. Brand new tires.
Just had an oil change and a brake job.
Minimal body damage.
Yeah. Well,
The
exactly.
paint's good. So for this one, you'll only be paying $400 a month.
Yeah, that's just that, including insurance and all
And
that.
then you can come in about 6 months to a year, and you can probably get that truck. that
You can
were
trade it
looking
in
at.
for a Honda Ridgeline.
I don't know what that is, dude.
You can trade it in for a Toyota
It's-
Civic.
It's a very sad wannabe truck. A Honda
Like a
Ridgeline.
generic truck.
The Nissan Titan is a
Generic
lot.
of it?
No, the Nissan Titan is like a way better version of the Honda Ridgeline. Honda Ridgeline, it's a pickup. It's a small pickup, not a full size like a Silverado, F-150, anything like that. It's
Is it like the S10?
a little bit larger.
A little bit bigger.
Yeah, a little bit bigger, but it's within that class.
Oh, okay.
It's a wannabe full size, like a Nissan Titan. A Nissan Titan is considered like the Nissan pickups, but bigger. Almost a full half ton full size truck.
Almost.
But it's
Like you're almost a man.
yeah,
If you're
yeah,
driving that. Yeah.
yeah. But they are impressive. The Nissan Titans with the V8 motors.
They actually look nice. I like the way that they look, but I
Yeah.
would never get a Nissan truck.
They look pretty fucking beefy.
They do, and they do haul ass. I've driven a few. Shit, even the exhaust on the Nissan Titans, the V8 motors,
Yeah.
those things sound
Sounds
fucking nice. They're a little annoying, but they sound good.
But it has like a small bed too, huh?
Yeah, like a
Like for a truck.
5 foot or 4.5 foot.
Oh, is it that small?
Mhm.
I never noticed that.
Yeah.
Like it looks beefy and then like
It looks
smaller bed.
nice. Like I like how it's more like square,
Mhm.
like how the Silverados used to look,
Yeah,
like back then, and now they look. I mean, they look good.
they still look good now. It's just with the design nowadays, they make them look all
The slick, like
space age.
Yeah, like
That's why. That's why.
sporty, like trying to look at. I mean, I don't mind it. Even the GMC ones look pretty good too. I mean,
Hey, you know, I really like that style they did when it was like, what year? Maybe 2010. And they showed one of the trucks in that movie, The Island. They were newer trucks, but they looked like very old school style. They're like kind of round. Remember The Island? They were clones, but they didn't know, and they escaped.
Yeah.
And one of them had it. That guy that helped them escape, he was Mr. Pink.
Yeah,
That was his truck.
yeah. That wasn't a truck. That was a SSR.
SSR.
Yeah, SSR. It's like parked car, parked truck, like an El Camino.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That looked fucking badass.
And Chevy only made that for 1 year.
Damn,
That's 1 year
dude.
they made it, and that's a badass fun car. 6.1.
oh, I know which one you're talking about. Okay.
Like it looked very old school to me anyway.
Yeah,
Like how you were saying, like El Camino.
yeah, with the rounded
with the rounded
fenders.
front, yeah, I
It
remember.
was, it was like El Camino, but like newer style kind of.
Yeah, yeah. It was a parked car with the pickup bed, like El Camino. Yeah, the Chevy SSR.
That's what that was. Okay, I never knew the name. I was just like, you know, there's that truck that.
The
Yeah.
one that comes out on the island.
yeah.
Yeah, SSR.
Oh shit.
I can't remember what the fuck it stands for. It's like Super Sport Restoration or something.
Oh shit.
Right?
That makes sense.
I believe that's what it stands for. I'm not exactly sure.
I wonder if they didn't make enough money.
It probably wasn't as popular or
Yeah.
too expensive. When
It might have been, but they might have done it for the 1 year special edition. It's the only one time thing get it.
So yeah, so that it gets expensive later on when they're going like.
Oh yeah, and
Collector's
still to this
edition.
day, if you can find an SSR, the value's fucking outrageous.
Imagine
Don't-
trying to find car parts for it.
I'm pretty sure
Well,
you can.
it's Chevy. I mean,
Yeah, because usually with GM, you can intermatch parts.
Oh, they're like universal kind
Yes.
of.
yeah, within the just like XTs
Yeah.
Nice.
guns. Yeah, they have like same holster for all of them. So that makes sense that they would make parts for it.
And it's cheaper too, because like let's say a Chevy Avalanche compared to a Cadillac Escalade, they're exact same fucking thing. The only difference are the pistons in the motor. You
For
have-
real?
That's it. On a Chevy Avalanche that has the 6.0 option and a Cadillac Escalade that has the 6.0, the Cadillac Escalade is going to have a little bit more horsepower because they use different pistons, which make a little bit more compression, which make a little bit more horsepower. Other than that, you can interswap them, and it'll work.
Exact same.
It's the same motors. It's built by the same company. GM, General Motors. The alternator work, the exhaust manifold fit, the heads, the intake manifold. It's the same 6.0 motor, just the internals are a little different. Mainly the pistons.
Upgraded.
Yeah. For on the Cadillac is considered the 6.0 HO, high output. On the Chevy Avalanche is just the 6.0 Vortec. Same fucking motor, just the Cadillac it's luxury and it's more horsepower.
Yeah.
Damn, getting more bang for your buck.
It's Cadillac, it's all luxurious, but fucker can move.
I love it, yo.
Gotta love them caddies.
Well, it's the same thing like with the older vehicles from like a Chevy 350. It came out in the, I can't remember what year exactly, but back in the 50s. And it lasted all the way till 98. A couple design changes, but almost every year was identical. They just improved and improved. And you can interswap so many parts on it, and the price is cheap. Like stupid cheap.
Fuck yeah, dude. They thought ahead on that one, dude.
Yeah. Instead of going and paying freaking $100 for a starter for a Chevy 350, you're probably looking at $50. An alternator, depending on where you go, what brand, of course, 20, 30, 40 bucks. You know, just depending on what you're looking for, what brand, and yeah, it's just their engineering. They kept the price low, and they stuck with the same design because it worked for all the years.
If it works, you're
Yeah.
making money off it. Why
If it ain't
not?
broke, don't fix it.
You know, and Lee's a mechanic. If you guys can't tell.
Yeah, I got a couple of project vehicles I'm working on. My current one right now, 77 half-ton Chevy Scottsdale. Just little by little going through it. Like
That's fucking awesome, dude.
with Chewy and Juan here, they're aware of it. I put a 350 in it that's rated at 350 horses and 400 foot-pound of torque, and I am dying to fucking drive this thing.
Fuck, dude. I can't wait. It's gonna be fucking.
Yeah, but I gotta get tires. I gotta do the exhaust system.
You're almost there, dude.
Almost, yeah. I've already ordered the gauges. I'm just waiting for them to come in.
Did you end up getting the ones you were telling me, the LED ones
LED.
or LCD?
Yeah, with the LCD screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got those. Yeah, those are back.
They look like old school, but they're LCD screens.
So like for the mileage, the old tumbler where you read your mileage has a little LCD screen and it's all digital and it looks just like the old fashioned tumbler.
That's sick on an old truck. Like that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I'm waiting for that to come in. And I should get it probably hopefully the end of this month, May or sometime June. So
You know, I always wanted to like have some car knowledge, like mechanic knowledge, just so I could fucking like make a car like in Mad Max, like just some badass
for
shit
a car
like
like that, what you need is a welder.
Welder, yep.
So-
An engineer maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I would say something to weld all the metal together. A plasma cutter or oxyacetylene torch, or how you a fucking angle grinder to cut the metal to whatever crazy fucking shape you want to make, and then weld it all together.
Yeah,
Well,
like
it's
he would
fucking-
know like where to weld it to, so I mean you really
Like
don't
the
need
frame or.
Yeah. Because
Yeah, because you put it to the body, it's probably just gonna fall off the bones and
Yeah.
shit.
If I want to build a Mad Max car, could you help me?
So I can figure it out. It just depends on how deep your pockets are.
I want like spikes and like fucking 50 cal machine gun mounted. You know?
Big titty girls hanging on the side.
that was gonna cost me a lot.
There's two fucking fuzzy dice from the mirror.
You spray your mouth with silver paint. What? I'll take you to the gates of Valhalla, shiny and chrome. Witness!
It's crazy.
That movie was pretty good, though.
Right?
That's a good movie.
Have you seen the older ones?
I have.
Yeah, with Gibson. Mel
Yeah.
Gibson, yeah.
Those are pretty fucking badass too.
That's why I gotta rewatch it. From the one from the 80s, but the original one.
Yeah.
This has been a long time.
Hey, so did you know if you watch the first one, the very first one, it's not as crazy as the second one, Because the first one, it's kind of getting apocalyptic, like the gangs and shit's getting out of control on the Earth. But in the second one, the Earth's already gone to shit. It's hard to find gas and water. Like everything, there's been nuclear wars and it fucked up the Earth. And it's way more apocalyptic. But in the first one, the main bad guy, he's a gang leader. And his name is the Toe Cutter. Well, that actor, he was the same actor that was a bad guy in the newest Mad Max.
Really?
He was
the leader?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what's his name? Something Joe? Immortal Joe.
Oh.
They had the mask.
Yeah.
So that's the same actor that was in the very first one. He was a bad guy. Crazy, huh?
But they usually do stuff like that on some good movies. They'll bring like the actors from the old movies and have them play a different role.
Yeah.
Just to, have that.
And I thought it was cool how they made him
that link.
the main villain again.
Yeah.
He had that skull mask.
Oh, yeah, the main villain.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
He was the one where they stole his girls.
Not the milking girls, right?
No, not the fat ladies. The hot ones, the breeders.
The breeders.
The breeders, unfortunately. Hey, time to time. You gotta get with the milker, Just saying.
You could probably survive off that milk too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can survive off of them.
As long as they're not lactose.
Dude, those milkers, I guarantee Frankie would love those.
Well,
Fat chicks with big titties. I mean, nothing against them. I mean, I've had some of those, but Frankie's like obsessed with those. Like,
well,
He likes a dick. 2 C's.
it's like with 3 C's, bro.
it's like the Whataburger shake where it's so thick you can't even suck it through the straw. It like fucking collapses. Like, get all lightheaded and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking eyes want to pop out of your skull from all the cranium pressure.
Yo, I'm lightheaded.
Shut down.
Talking about Frankie. Fucking Frankie, yo, you need to get on here. Because, Juan wants you on here. He misses you.
I do miss you. You miss my pee.
Yeah. When you brought up about me catching him masturbating, I was like, I'd rather talk about it with him here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hear his side of the story. What he was doing.
I don't want to just say like behind his back.
No,
Yeah.
I think I tell him everything in his face.
You do. I think we all do.
Because I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do, bro? By the time you get up and come like close to me to hit me, you're gonna be tired.
I think that's why he don't get mad. Like he gets sad, but he don't get like really mad at us.
I mean, he was mad that one day.
Oh, dude, that's because it was in front of his girlfriend, dude.
And his girlfriend didn't say anything.
We all went to the movies. It was me, him, Frankie, and his girlfriend, and we're eating at Peter Piper. And like Juan was like we all talk shit, but Juan was talking mad shit to Frankie about like having a small penis.
But it's like, okay, so this is what I do when I talk shit to somebody, and I just choose a topic. It's not a specific topic. I don't know if you have a small penis. I remember one of my friends from high school, he would get mad because the topic that I chose that one time was him being ugly. I was like, shut up, bro, you're ugly. And he got pissed off. He's like, fuck you, where do you get from me?
Oh, you cut deep right there, huh?
Yeah, so I was like, what the
Struck a
fuck?
nerve.
So I was like, why are you getting mad, bro? I was like, well, why the fuck you calling me ugly? And like, that's the topic of the day, bro. You're fucking ugly.
And it happens to be your ugly ass.
And I'll just choose one. Like if we're gonna be all hanging out together, I'll be like, I'll fucking be gay. Hey, fans, so I'll be like all day with the gay jokes and stuff. With him, it just happened to be the fucking small dick, bro. I just chose a topic. It was fucking simple. Small dick. Who doesn't, shut up, fucking small pee-pee, fat ass motherfucker. And we were just fucking like, all day, bro, I was hitting them with the fucking small dick jokes. I think a fucking pepperoni small as fuck, just like a dick. Something, just anything.
Just being a smart ass.
Fucking small dick and shit.
His girlfriend was just quiet.
Yeah, his girlfriend wouldn't say anything.
Now, when you brought it up, what was her reaction? I mean, she was quiet, but like facial expression.
As in shit like, You told them that you have a small penis?
Like, she was just like
She looked up in the air, looked down on her
Yeah,
feet.
exactly that.
she was
So-
like, I ain't getting involved. Like,
So, and one of
Well,
those,
you know, a little dick's better than no dick, so.
hey, you know, so I was just like, and one of those, I remember I was sitting down, and he was sitting right across from me, just like you. And I don't think I was even looking at him in the eyes. I was fucking looking somewhere else. I'm like, shut up, for you a small dick. And he just like, bro, are you obsessed with my dick? You obsessed with, that's all you've been talking all fucking day about my dick? Like, you like my dick? Do you want my dick?
and he said it loud.
Like, he was,
got fucking loud.
he was loud, bro. And I'm
He's
like,
like, well, you obsessed with my dick? Like,
and I was like, bro, I was just saying that you have a small dick. And that's when I looked at his girlfriend, and his girlfriend just like, you know, I'm hoping, because I don't have a big dick, but I don't have a small dick either. So I'm hoping if my girlfriend is next to me and somebody's saying you have a small dick, she's going to be like, even if I had a small dick, let's say, if I had a small fucking dick, I'm pretty sure my girlfriend's going to be like, no, he doesn't. It's pretty good size. You know, something. Fucking
Yeah, don't be quiet. It's
like,
just-
if somebody called your girlfriend loose, you'd be like, hey, she's not loose. You know,
my dick is
even
really
if she is.
Whatever.
I mean, I touch bottom, I can stretch the edges.
Yep, exactly.
You're all thinking, is she loose or do I have a small penis?
Yep. There you go. So like she didn't say anything, so I took it as he probably has a small dick. But then there was another story that we touched topics with on the last episode, which kind of
Catch
comes,
tips.
yeah, which kind
Donkey.
I forgot about that.
See, he was
Sword fight.
fondle.
So I mean, it's like whatever, bro. I mean, if you know how to use it, I mean, he's keeping his girl around. He's doing something right. You know what I mean? And his girl isn't ugly. A lot better than that fat bitch. Fucking
Cherish.
what was her name?
Cherish.
Fucking Cherish. Fuck. Cherish. Eat a chair and shit.
Dude, you said it's so Mexican. Cherish.
I mean, she's Cherish.
Right? You like on that too.
Dude.
Cheers.
No, I remember that fat bitch. Watch. So, did I say this too on the other episode?
I don't remember, dude.
Dude, alright.
Say it now.
Alright. So I remember the first time, right?
If,
The first
if
time.
somebody heard it before, they're hearing it now.
Yeah. So the first time I met Cherish, right? So we were talking about it before she got to Frankie's house, and we were all there. I think you were there, maybe, possibly. I don't remember.
I might have been drunk, but yeah.
You were drinking.
Yo,
right?
I think all my 20s are over.
Yeah. From 21
From 21
to about 30, 31
These
ish.
are till
It's
last
all
year.
blurred.
I don't remember.
Till about 3 hours ago.
Like, people
So-
will be like, oh yeah, I remember in May of 2011, and I'm like, what the fuck was I doing, man? They'll say like dates of months, and I'm like, I don't fucking remember that shit. I just remember like, oh no, this happened like 2010 or 2014, somewhere in there.
What current event happened within that year that I can
Yeah,
tie
no.
it to?
Well, 9/11. Oh, 9/11. What year was
I
that?
think that's how I remember our friendship too. They're like, I know this motherfucker since before 9/11.
Before that, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say about what,
Dude.
98, 99, I've known you?
That's how I knew dudes had a fucking sick
Or sick sense of humor.
Sick sense of humor. Dude, I remember sitting in class, I remember in Vodka's class, and we were fucking watching what is
The
that?
news.
That Channel 3 news that you're watching, and you're like,
Oh, the like the school, they do
the
their
school
own
news, yeah.
news program, yeah.
So I remember that day, right? I remember that day I got up, just like every other day. We had a cable in my house, we were fancy. And I got up and I always turn on the TV and I always had it on CNN. Sometimes I had it on CNN or Cartoon Network. So for some reason I went to my mom's room and I remember changing in my mom's room, like putting on my shoes. And I remember looking at the TV and I see the Eiffel Towers, you know, and it's like you can see like smoke coming out of it.
Eiffel Towers. Twin Towers.
Twin Towers. Shit.
9/11 happened in Paris.
Yeah, what?
Whoa.
Conspiracy.
Boys, what's on set, bro?
Get the government involved.
So I remember hitting that at the Twin Towers, and I was like, what the fuck, why is it smoking? Whatever, bro. You know, I was just putting on my shoes, getting ready for school. And then I get up, and you see the camera dude like shaking, and I put up the volume. It's like, oh my god, another plane. I'm like, another plane, what? And then you just see the plane boom into the other building. I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. What movie is this?
Yeah,
And
you
dude,
seem like
I
a
go
movie,
home.
huh?
I've heard
Dude.
a couple kids were saying, what movie is this?
No, I'm serious. That's what I thought. I thought
Yeah.
it was a movie.
Yeah, but
and it never
never-
hit me. CNN is a fucking news thing, so there's no movie. But shit, like who fucking gets to witness that? Like I did. I'm fucking old. So we go to school, right? Go to school, fucking walking the first. Well, it wasn't even first period. It was home base.
Yeah.
We fucking sit down, and this dude and this dude were all like in the fucking like one
Me and
like
Frankie.
row. Fucking yeah, fat fucking Jesus.
But just chewing
And
chewing
chewing-
Frankie were the one row.
The one row. And then
I wasn't fat back then, actually.
No, he wasn't. That's true.
Yeah, yeah.
The only fat
Yeah,
one
he
back
wasn't.
then was fucking Frankie.
He's always been fat.
Well, that's true. Poor Frankie. He had hair back
Nothing but
then.
love
too.
for you, Frankie.
He had hair back then, and he used to dress like a cholo. Well, hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip hop.
Yeah.
He wore those lugs.
The lugs with the fucking the long shorts. He still wears those long shorts, but they were back then. They were the Dickie ones, and he would wear like Salt Paul or Echo shirts. I remember that fat foot. So you know that hardcore.
Yeah.
So I remember sitting down, right, and we were watching the news. Fucking small pee-pee having ass.
This is why he don't want to be on this show. He probably hears it. She's like, "Fuck those guys."
Those guys, man.
That's why it's hard to keep friends and shit. The ones that stick around, you know, they're your true friends.
We're only fucked up ones with the fucked up sense of humor.
So I was
my good
sitting.
friend, he get down on a fucked up thing, and they'll get to say, you know, fuck you, you fucking double chin, fucking fat bastard
Little ass
motherfucker.
And then we laugh it off like, "Hey, I do have a double chin, you."
I gotta shave both of them.
Actually, you.
It's hard.
We'll get into the after.
Okay, you're
And
next.
So I was sitting right in between them, right? And I was looking at the news. We were all looking at it, right? And then you just see people like falling off of the buildings. And I'm looking up for the camera because the TV used to be up in the corner. So we're all looking up in that corner, and then you just see people falling, like, and I was like, oh shit, like in my head I was like, oh, that's sad, like, and then you see this dude and Frankie are like, ha, they're fucking throwing themselves. And I was like, and loud, bro. It's not like they just did it to us. Like everybody turned around and looked at them, and I was in the middle, so everybody was looking at me too. And I was like, no, I'm not with these fools. What?
I don't know them.
And they were just laughing,
Sick
and I remember people were like just looking at us, and I was like, well, this is pretty funny. Like, why the fuck are you jumping off?
I was laughing. It's fucked up. I know people lost their lives.
Their lives, their loved ones, and all that.
Like, it's not that I don't care about that. It's just that at that moment, you know, I could be very immature sometimes.
We all
You
can.
guys realize. And at that moment, I was just thinking of Tom Petty, you know, 'cause I'm free, free.
Insert audio clip here.
But yeah, dude, that was like the first time I was like, dude, this dude's had like some sick. And back then, I was the worst person to talk shit, bro. Like, I couldn't talk shit to save my life.
Yeah, you were like a goody two shoes.
Yeah, I was. I was nerdy as fuck. Like, I would do my
I think I
homework.
like corrupted you, bro.
You did. You guys did.
Both him and Frankie.
And I remember like, what the fuck, dude? And you guys would talk shit. Like Frankie was good talking shit back then. Well, I thought he was good because he was probably the worst one from the group, besides me back in the day.
Frankie was talking shit back then. He was like, what, B minus?
Right? I mean, he has his moments.
He
Yeah.
does have some good comebacks. That's true. But I was fucking like, I didn't even know what the fuck to say. I was like, yeah. I don't know what to come up with, guys. And then just hanging out with you guys. Now I fucking don't shut the fuck up. Fuck up.
Dude, and sometimes that side of me comes out like at work.
It does,
Like,
dude.
if
And
we're like
sometimes.
playing around and talking shit. Sometimes like my sense of humor goes too far, and people like they want to laugh and they're like, and I'm like, I know I went too far. I know.
But it was funny.
Right?
Oh yeah. No.
I mean, yeah.
No,
I
it does.
appreciate
It's true. Or like I'll be hanging out with like the people from the neighborhood that I usually hang out with, and sometimes I'll say shit and I'll be like, oh shit, and they'll just like look at me and like, what'd you say? Nothing.
Did Juan really say that? Like, no.
So, and like I'm drinking. But yeah, dude, like I'll say like somebody will like say something stupid, and I'm like, fuck, conflict. And it's like chicks that they're like good girls, like they're just drinking a party, and I'm like, you fucking slut. And they're like, what? Do you see that dot? I heard slut. No,
Nice ass. Shoes.
And then not even the talking shit. Well, I think just the sense of humor in general.
In general, yeah.
We push it.
Yeah.
Like.
That's true. I mean, is it that bad though? That
I mean, well, it depends who you're with, right? I mean.
because I remember the time we went to Walmart to fucking buy food. We were in the cereal aisle, and she was like, "Oh, dude, they brought back the fucking cinnamon toast crunch, the what is it, the
French toast, cinnamon French toast.
Oh, yeah.
No,
They had discontinued them.
Yeah.
But they brought
They
it
brought
back.
it back, and I was like, "Oh, they brought it back because we're all gonna fucking die of the coronavirus." And then everybody there was like, and I was like, "Oh shit."
I mean, you were the only ones that like giggled.
Yeah, I laughed for a second, but then I was like,
What you should have done is start coughing. Coughing and walk out that. Reason why, because ain't no one gonna come near you.
With my luck, I'll probably cough and then fart.
Hey, it's
"That's why
airborne.
that's why you need the toilet paper."
There you go.
As you're coughing and farting, you just grab toilet paper out of the shopping cart.
Just touch all the shit.
And they go, hey, let's start coughing on the fucking board.
Cough on your
Is
hand.
that the last roll of toilet paper? Oh, this one? This one's yours? Oh, my bad. No,
Sorry,
sorry.
man. I haven't been the same since I came back from China.
Well, what's that brand right there? Grab your pop tarts. You want that?
At that point, just take the whole fucking shopping cart. We're carrying all that.
A month later, be like, oh, my bad, I just came from Italy. And I don't know what's going on. Them Italian chicks, bro, they get me crazy. I think it's the water or something.
Actually, there's so many bodies. Oh. They couldn't cremate them all.
Yeah, so I was stepping on them, and like I fell on one, almost kissed it.
This German doctor had an idea how to cremate them all, but
He says that shit has been done since, what was it, 1940s?
The 40, yeah, 47 or something.
Is it World War I or World War II?
World War II. What ended in 45?
That's one with Hitler, right?
Yep.
Yeah, oh, okay.
I
so-
swear, I always get those two words mixed up.
Well, World War One. Just think of Call of Duty. No, Battlefield 1. That's World War One. And then Battlefield
I
5.
just want to shoot things, alright?
Well, I just remember
want to pew pew.
I just remember because the pew pews are different. Right?
They're more like, pew! Like,
Yeah. Or if you want like a Gatling gun, like a fully automatic belt fit, you have to crank it. You know, clack 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 clack. Instead of just press a trigger.
yeah, and it starts slow.
When you crank it, I think that was like Red Dead Redemption style, you know, 1800s.
Oh yeah, that's true, huh? But that was close to World War One, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah.
started somewhere in like the 20s. So, I mean, it wasn't too far because the Red Dead Redemption is like an
1880
18 something, yeah. So it was kind of, I mean, 40
I
years.
fucking love that game.
That game is badass. That's one of the best games that I played.
My homie beat that game, and he texted me. He's like, "Dude, I just beat it." He's like, "It's so sad." He's like, "I cried."
There's like, what ending did
The
you get?
first one or the second
The
one?
second
Second
one.
one.
Oh, okay.
Have you played the second one? Okay.
So he said he cried, and he's like, "I'm never gonna play it again."
Damn, dude.
Now, what part did you cry at? With Arthur Morgan, how he gets killed? Or
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. There's like 5 different endings.
Have you beat it, Lee?
Yeah.
I beat it twice.
I beat it once, and I started another game, and like halfway through it, I forgot about it.
I think
I'm
you
just
forget
lazy
about
like
the
that.
fucking games. You're not as bad as Frankie though. I think Frankie had to beat Halo 1. That shit came out like in fucking 1973. And
The only reason he beat Halo 2 was because I helped him. I remember me and him played
Yeah,
it in
dude,
co-op, and we played it all day, and we beat it from the beginning to end. I was at his house, and we played it like all day, dude. Like we just stopped to eat.
Halo 2 I think is probably the
Eat shit,
best,
sis.
the best
Yeah.
one of the Halos. But I mean Halo 1 started it also. But I remember beating Halo 1 with you. We did that shit on Legendary.
Dude, remember? Dude, I'm out of ammo. Kill me.
Yeah. Fucking snipe them.
So you could respawn.
Yeah, so you could respawn
Yeah.
with demo, dude. We came up with that shit before Xbox Live and all that shit. Put those, we knew the hacks. Just fucking kill me. Just like on, what is it, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, like the first one that came out. We used to play hardcore with Biggie, rest in peace, and Amazing in them. And when you would get a kill streak, you know, your kill streak only went up to, I think it was like 11 kills. And there was this one map where there was this one room that the bullets, if you had a good, like, I think I used to get the M60 or the M24. Either one of those, it don't matter, but it was 100 rounds in the,
With rapid fire?
Yeah, so so it would just go through the walls. So
the bullet penetrating
bullet penetration, yeah. So I just had that, and I was just bursting. Like, I didn't care if there was somebody coming, and that it would just hit them because it would go through straight through the other people's spawn if you had that certain spawn point. So I would get like 11 freaking kills, and I would get the chopper and everything. And for me not to get a death, what I would do is I would tell one of my dudes, just shoot me. And they would kill me, then I would come back and do it again. And so I would be like 40-0, 45-0.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, just like crazy kills, dude. I remember that. So that, and I got that because of Halo. Because dude, I just ran out of ammo, kill me. Oh, we used to throw like a grenade down on the ground. And,
Oh yeah! Dial dramatic.
yeah, and we used to be like, dude, just hide really quick. I have to kill myself.
I was thinking, I'm like, imagine going to the military or the army with that knowledge. You're fighting a war, you finish your last magazine.
It's like,
Just like the video games, just what, like a 3-second respawn time. Here, just
Like
let go of the spoon.
You're
Like
in
the
a
movie.
firefight and you tell your homie, dude, kill me! You crazy son of a bitch.
For America, dude. Do it for
what's
America.
that,
Do it for
movie,
freedom.
like Ride Along. Ride Along?
Oh,
With
dude,
Kevin
that-
Hart. He's like, I need a magazine, you can find ammo. Just like a video game. Just like a video game, you can find it.
Yeah.
He's like, that's not like a video game. He comes back with the magazine.
Fucking Kevin Hart. Remember?
He's like, oh, that's an AK. How do you know? I can tell by the sound. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, some people are like that, like in Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
You hear gunshots in the next room, they're like, this fool has a fucking wool. And I'm like, what? It just sounds like a gun to me.
Yeah, there's an M4 with a silencer and he has an ACOG scope.
Yeah.
How the fuck you know he has an ACOG scope?
I just hear pew.
How do you know it's not a teammate?
He's like, no, the bullet velocity was too fast and we were only carrying SMGs and carrying rifles. I said, alright.
You see the angle of the trajectory.
I was thinking like, because when it fired, the sound came towards me.
Yeah.
The crack of the bullet, and then when it hit the wall, it was closer. So he's firing towards us, not away from us.
Sure.
Thus, it's the enemy.
Don't be
What?
an idiot.
And then somebody shoots him. Sniper got me.
Where is he shooting from? I don't know, but it was towards me.
He just rage quits. He's like, I don't fucking know, dude.
Fucking noobs.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of people like that. Like Rainbow Six is a really competitive game.
Dude, some people get mad when you lose.
No.
And I'll be playing drunk, so I'm like, I don't give a fuck. 'Cause I'm just
So this new one is a lot different to how I was used to playing it. Because I played a little bit of professional for like 2 years. That's how I started with BD.
with Vegas
Yeah,
and all that.
it was Rainbow Six, the original one though, like the first one. Well, it wasn't the first one that came out, but it was the first one that came out for the Xbox. Because the Rainbow Six franchise goes all the way back to 64. You can get like the other games, and it was more.
No online.
No, it wasn't online. It was more like a tactical game, but it was a realistic one. It was like the first one that ever came out. that
Always
was-
has been, and they're
Yeah.
still the most realistic shooter.
Yeah, that's Tom Clancy.
Yeah, Tom Clancy. Yeah, so I remember playing those games on the 64, but most of them came out for the PlayStation.
Yeah.
So I remember when I played that, and then I bought it. Like I didn't even have Xbox Live. I got Xbox Live because of it. So I remember I bought it, and it was just like, oh, you know, open, fresh, and clear. You know, you do all that. And then when they said, oh, Xbox Live, and well, the commercials of the parts, I had to get Xbox Live. So I remember getting Xbox Live, and I would go in there, and in the game, you know, you put on the hardest difficulty, and you're like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm fucking badass, I'm gonna kill all these guys online. And then you go into game, dude, they smack you, bro. Like,
Because you're used to the computer AI.
yeah, because you've never been smacked by another player before. And like, what the fuck? I was like amazing in freaking hard mode.
And then
In the campaign, I was kicking ass.
And then the computer AI, you kind of like remember the patterns, you know?
Yeah.
You can
So
jump.
like you're used to that when you first start playing, and then I started playing with them, and I actually got pretty good. But back then it wasn't like it is now. Back then it was more, it was like holding it down, but it wasn't an attacking team and a defending team. It was just they will throw you both on different sides of the map, and then you guys went at each other.
And remember, you make your own operator. And
You had
games?
your own option to make your own operator, which is pretty awesome.
Now it's like you gotta choose the attacker or the defender.
And you have to choose from whatever guns they had. On this one, you made your own gun. You put whatever attachments you wanted to. Which, I mean, that's why Rainbow back.
YouTube, but once he got into UFC, he had his ass handed to him.
Yeah, multiple times. It's just different when you're street fighting than when you actually know how to fight.
Yeah, and you're going for several rounds too.
Yeah.
And it's multiple skills versus just one style of fighting or something.
Well, the only reason it goes several rounds is because the other person that you're fighting is actually knows what they're doing. I mean, when you get in like a fight, once everybody gets tired or somebody
That's like
ends
30
up
seconds.
winning, yeah, then that's it. But
Yeah.
because usually like one guy dominates the other because you know one dude even if they don't know how to fight. I mean, if you get somebody good in the chin, they're gonna get dizzy, whatever, dazed.
Or even intimidate them.
Yeah, so they'll just that's it because they're all swinging, but you can't do that in the UFC. You know, even if you did, because there is a couple of fights, where there's brawlers that they just go at it like hard.
Like that, what's that Irish dude? McGregor?
Yeah.
There's a couple of his fights. There's other dudes too that are really good, and they just go at it like fist. And you see them get dazed, but they keep going. But they know how to fight.
Or it's
They
a
know
quick
when and where.
match. They just
Yeah.
fucking go right for it, boom.
And that's usually what it goes.
I don't know, but McGregor, doesn't that remind you of one of the Call of Duties, like Call of Duty 2? Like the old one, they're like, McGregor! They fucking explode or some shit.
What the hell was that?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, McMillan from the first Call of Duty.
Yes!
We're prices.
World War II?
Yeah, where they're in Chernobyl.
Oh no, that's Modern Warfare.
Yeah, the first Call of Duty. Well, yeah, not the very first, but the first Modern Warfare.
Captain Price.
Yeah, Captain Price
Badass.
with McMillan, I think it is. From right, McMillan was the one that was teaching Captain Price how to become a sniper, be stealthy, and to breathe.
Captain McMillan.
Yeah,
McMillan.
yeah. When Captain Price was telling Soap his experience in Chernobyl, Captain Price was Soap to McMillan. He was the FNG.
Fucking new guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what a FOG is?
Fucking old guy.
Yeah.
Or fucking original gangster. Depending on how you look at it.
Like you'll always see fucking FNGs always on their phones, you know?
Fucking Zoomers.
Right?
I just had to throw it out there.
Millennials.
Yeah, dude. It's alright. Humanity's gonna.
We're gonna do. Well, you guys are gonna depend on them. I'm gonna die before these dudes fucking take over doing things stupid.
Like Hitler.
Yeah,
Take a cyanide pill.
pretty much. Like, nope, it's over. When your president starts wearing fucking skinny jeans, and that's when you know.
Oh my god.
That's what
He looks like he's in that band Green Day or something.
Yeah, he rolls up in a fucking truck and gets out with the fucking mamalona.
I was about to say, yeah, exactly. Because I was sporting the fucking the bowl cut.
The
He
president
gets
for
off and
speech.
he's like, well,
Looking like fucking Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber.
I'm the president of the United States. The truck no get my cut. Fucking Russia. P6 easy motherfuckers. But yeah, that's could be too much. Like, what the fuck?
Be like that movie Idiocracy.
Oh, God, yeah.
I don't think
When that movie first came out, remember I told you I'm afraid that this is what the country's turning
It's
into.
happening.
Right?
So this movie basically, these two people were frozen cryogenic, and they woke up in the future, and everybody's fucking stupid as fuck.
Is it the one with the Mountain Dew soda or something like that?
Rondo, because it has electrolytes.
Was it? Oh, I think I seen it with Terry, the black dude.
Yeah.
Was Terry Crews?
Yeah,
and
he's the president.
The president.
He's the president,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the dude knows how to like grow plants or some
Yeah,
shit.
because they were using Gatorade instead of water, so
Yeah,
the plants were growing.
Yeah.
Because it has electrolytes.
Yeah.
I was like, no, you gotta use water. You mean from the toilet?
Yeah, I remember that. Well, I remember parts of that movie, but yeah, okay.
What do you
When
mean?
you started saying about the cryo freeze, it reminded me of the movie with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes.
Oh,
yeah.
Domination.
Demolition.
Demolition Man. Demolition
Yeah.
Man, yes.
Yeah,
With the three seashells.
Yeah. He's like, I went to the bathroom and I couldn't find toilet paper. He's like, toilet paper? That's why you use the shells. What shells? He's like, he doesn't know how to use the shells? That's funny. He's like, I don't know how to use the fucking shells either. What the fuck?
I'm watching the fucking movie and I don't understand the
I don't
show.
know.
So
Yeah.
how would you do? You like pinch the turd with using two shells? Or
Well,
Like chopsticks?
in the movie, the number one selling restaurant there was Taco Bell.
Taco
Like,
Bell.
that explains it right there.
I know.
Because if you've had Taco Bell, then you get the Taco Bell
Yeah.
fucking runs.
Yeah, you need toilet paper.
imagine how many toilets are clogged because of Taco Bell. If it was that big.
Well, they must have a good plumber because at the restaurants, they're always open. I always see people going in and out.
Probably because it gives you the shits, so it's more liquidy.
That or just a heroin addict going there for a quick eye.
They're all passed out.
Because not all Taco Bells that I've been into are on the good side of town.
Yeah, I know. I
Taco
go-
Bell now comes with a Narcan in every bag.
Break glass in case of overdose. No, overdose then you break the glass.
Throwing tacos at it.
Soft shell tacos, double decker tacos.
Get the hard shell.
Crunchwrap Supreme, don't fail me now.
They're reaching in the bag for a Narcan, but it's just hot sauce. They're like, they forgot my Narcan. Motherfucker. I said extra.
So they're looking at the hot sauce. It's like, yes, I knew one day you'll come for me, Diablo.
And you know how they have little quotes every fucking
Yeah, every fucking packet.
They're like, let's meet here tomorrow or some shit. You know?
Yeah, I remember seeing one of the hell was it? I think it said, so we meet again or something like that. And man, these writers are really running out of ideas on what to put on this fucking
I wonder
islands.
if they use the same company that does fortune cookies.
They must pay him a lot less because the fortune
Because the dudes don't
the fortune
understand.
cookie smell, it sounds more believable.
Hey, some of them are pretty deep too.
Yeah.
But they're like generalized, just like the zodiac symbols, you know?
Yeah, kind of in a way.
How like you can kind of relate to it, but it's kind of vague, so like most people could relate to it.
Like those fake people that try to tell you like they can hear your dead cousin.
Well, the psychics.
Yeah, they start with an L,
Yeah.
J.
Hey, remember how they used to be? You should fuck with them, and every time they say A, you go, no, B, even all the way down.
Yes. Keep going.
And they go all the way down to Z, and you're still making that same face, and they're like, motherfucker.
It's like you have to remember bilingual before you forgot the Sh, the N, and the double L. You didn't mention.
The O with the squiggly line on top.
Write down a piece of paper I can't hear. I'm deaf.
You're just sitting there like, and then you hand them that piece of paper.
No, you're like.
So doing sign language.
They write the paper, hand it back to you, it says fuck off.
Yeah, I remember that one show. That show used to, and it was, but.
Oh, I think I know what you're
you
talking
remember
about.
the show with the
There was like a
crowd?
yes.
And the dude wasn't like in the center, but it wasn't like a. It was more like the old Roman.
Yes, it was like
type.
round.
Yeah, it was round, and it was like, what's it called? inclined.
Dude, what's that called? Yeah, and he would like pick somebody from the crowd.
Yeah.
Like do you have
No,
a
he wouldn't
mom
do that.
that's a woman? Like,
Come on, that's a woman. No, he
Well,
would
see,
be
back
like.
in those days, yes. Men were men and gals were gals.
He started off with he would be like, I'm getting Jesse, and obviously something has to be Jesse.
somebody's like, yeah.
He's like, okay, Jesse, I have a uncle. I get him like an uncle cousin feel. And, oh my god, my cousin. Yeah, Tom, Alex. You mean Benny? Benny. That's the feeling. I got a bunny picture to Benny. Put it. I'll be like, what the fuck?
He's saying he misses you.
Yeah, he would. Dude.
Yeah.
That he misses you, and that one thing that he told you that one day to never forget.
It's not coming in very clear, but
It's-
he's
That's
saying
what
it.
he's pointing at. He's pointing at a special message just for you.
And, oh, dude, I fucking love how. I totally forgot what I was fucking saying.
In the middle of the sentence, he's like, yeah, one time
Oh yeah, I remember. So he was saying how. So I watched that every day because I didn't have cable. It was like in one of the
No, I
local
think
channels.
that's why I watched it too.
And so I would watch it every day, and I'm like, you know, at first I'm like, okay, it could be real, but then I'm like, it's fucking fake. And one thing I realized is, so everybody's always like, oh yeah, this person passed away, and they're like, where is he? Where did he go? And he's like, oh, he's in
Talk
heaven.
down here.
Yeah, right. And he's always like, don't worry, he's in heaven, he's happy. And she's like, but he committed suicide. And he's
After
like,
he killed his little kids.
yeah.
God forbid.
Wait, no, not you. This other person over here.
Yeah. And he's like, it's okay, he still went to heaven. And I'm thinking, motherfucker should be in hell. Like,
Yeah, that's a sin. Kill
yeah.
yourself.
I'm like, to every person, you always told them, oh, he's in heaven. Every person, I'm like, if he was honest, he'd be like, let's talk about it after the show.
Where is he? He's somewhere doing it. So
He's not very happy that you guys buried him in his favorite sweater. It's a little hot.
You guys give him a Christian burial, and he was a monk or whatever.
he believed in Buddhism.
Yeah.
No, we didn't even know Christian burial. He was a Viking, so we gave him a Viking burial.
He went to Valhalla. That's why I couldn't find him. Because I only know heaven.
He was actually comatose. He was still alive when you gave him the Viking funeral. You lit him on fire in a boat.
It was a very painful day. He cusses you out every second he
You
gets.
know the
You think he's on fire, or you thought he was on fire then? You should see him.
I think he was a flaming back then, huh?
he is lit, yo.
Why do you blowing them?
I always do that because you know that little gas comes out. I always blow it out. Just to have me.
I seen him do it 4 times.
It's like the same thing when I open a 2-liter of soda, and you got that little fog. above
Yeah,
the soda. I don't know why, but my brain's like, you gotta squeeze it. Well, why? Just do it.
Just do
Does
it.
it feel like Halloween? The witch bowls,
The dry ice and water.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, when you open the brand new, you fucking crack it open and like there's that
Starts buzzing.
like a little bit of smoke in there. And it's vapor basically. I don't know why, but like, I gotta squeeze the fucking 2-liter until the liquid gets up to the brim of the neck of the opening. Get all the fucking smoke out and release, and then I can fucking pour it glass. I don't.
That's
know why.
crazy. Like everybody has like little crazy habits.
I don't know why I do it, but I fucking do it. It's like my brain's like, you have to do it, but why? I'm wasting fucking time.
Sometimes I smell weird shit. Like I just smell like they'll just hand me like this, and I'm
I gotta make sure this hasn't been used for any oil checks.
No.
I try to remember not to do that when I'm around like other people, like people like that, like people that I just meet, because they'll like hand me something, and I'll be like,
And they're all like, yeah, don't touch that. That was my brother's. He died of coronavirus.
Yeah, the smell of it.
Smell it.
Doesn't taste like coronavirus.
It's his pillow, it's his fucking handkerchief, whatever he coughed on, you know. Like, you just gotta take a whiff.
So does coronavirus have a smell to it?
Does it smell good or bad? I want to know what it's like. So if I smell it, I'm around it.
I'm gonna know what you're talking about.
Hey, but if you lose your sense of smell, that's a symptom, right? Smell or taste.
They've gone smell blind.
Fucking Dewey Cox.
Yeah. I can smell shit. It's horrible.
In the background, she's like, smell that shit, baby.
Yeah.
You never seen that movie? So, remember Walk the Line? It was a Johnny Cash movie.
Yes.
Joaquin Phoenix was in. And so it's a parody.
He's walking the line.
Joaquin. And so it's a parody of that movie.
I don't think I've seen that.
And it's fucking hilarious, dude. It's that guy from Talladega Nights, the curly hair.
John C. Reilly.
The little one?
Yeah. Or the Step Brothers.
Well, you can't say the one with curly hair because Will Ferrell has curly hair.
Oh, he does too.
I know who you were talking about though. Because you would have said fucking Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah, Talladega Nights, Step Brothers. I saw, what was it? The brothers, sisters? Or the sister brothers. It's like a western. It took place in like the 1800s, I think, or early 1900s. During the San Francisco gold rush. And they're after this one guy. I was a little drunk when I was watching this. I was a little drunk, right?
Little fucked up.
I know there was sister brothers, but I think there was.
Well, their last name was Sister. That's why they are the sisters brothers, and they're like this. These collectors that
bounty hunters.
Yeah, bounty hunters chasing after this person, I guess, because they had to collect money. But the person that they're after, he had this chemical that can detect gold. All you gotta do is pour it in the river, and the gold it shines, it glows.
Damn.
From there, you just fucking dig it up instead of being there panning and digging for nothing.
Fool's gold.
Right. But anyways, that's another movie that John C. Reilly was in.
Yeah, is that new?
I think it's been about a year already. It's been out.
I've been wanting to watch that one where they're something in Watts. They're like Holmes and
Oh yeah, with Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
You know, I've put that movie on, and I think I've seen like first 15, 20 minutes. It's funny.
What movie?
Something in Watts.
Sherlock Holmes. And
It's a parody of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that either.
yeah, I've seen like the first 20 minutes, and I get distracted.
Fucking
Like
love
the
it.
band, you know.
Like Will Ferrell, dude, him and Jack Black are two motherfuckers that could be serious in a movie, and I'm still laughing, expecting them.
That's true because you can't take them seriously.
No.
Yeah.
Like Jack Black when he came out in that movie King Kong, he was serious the whole movie, and the whole movie I'm like expecting him to say something funny or fucking random, but nope. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm still laughing. I'm like, it's Jack Black.
Well, it was like Jim Carrey when he made that movie
23.
23, yeah. Every movie I've seen with Jim Carrey, he's always that crazy wild comedian doing funny shit. And then when he made 23, he was like too serious. Or he was like obsessed with the number 23. He would break it down and it would come out to 23. He would count this, it was 23. Like,
Dr. Pepper has 23 flavors.
yeah, you know? Baskin Robbins. No, Baskin Robbins has what?
33.
Yeah, 33
Oh, yeah.
flavors, some shit. Baskin Robbins, Baskins, Carol Baskins. It's all making sense now.
That bitch, Carol Baskin.
If that bitch Carol Baskin had her own ice cream shop, the main flavor would be conspiracy. I gotta get that on my system. Sorry.
Did you guys finish that show?
I haven't. I think I watched the first 2 episodes, and I was like, yeah. It was funny because then I started making the memes started making sense.
Yes.
Cause I was like, cause when you send out that one meme with him and the two other dudes that they look gay.
Oh yeah, then you're
So-
like, oh, they are gay.
Yeah, no, well I knew about it, but how I found out was my manager. We were working, and she brings it up. She's like, "Have you seen that new the Tiger King show?" And I was like, "No, but I've been getting memes." I'm like, "I don't know, like, I know it's people from there because people post it, but I don't know what is." I'm like, "But it's funny." And you guys just sent that one. I think it was you. You sent the one when he's hugging like one dude and the other dude is behind him hugging him. Yeah, my homie just sent me this, like looking like they were gay, and she's like, "They are gay." And I was like, "What?" So this show is about a gay dude, and I'm like, "Yeah," and those are both his husbands. Like, huh?
Wait, both his husbands.
I was like, "What the hell's going on?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's a straight up show about him." And then I was like, "Okay." I'm like, "So the 3 teeth guy, who is that?" That's one of his husbands.
Oh, he got fat now.
And then what was the other one? But I guess there's more people.
Yeah, you gotta watch the whole thing, and all the memes will make sense.
Dude, and
like,
she's all
it's like you unlock the meme achievements.
it's like
Xbox selling them. Comes on.
and it was like, she's like, "Yeah, you watch that show." She's all like, straight up Hicks, fucking like South.
Oh, dude,
Some
meth
dicks
and
deep down the sticks.
Yeah, like
meth, gayness in a private zoo, and that bitch Carol Baskin. You know?
Carol
Fucking
Baskin.
bitch, Carol Baskins. I've never seen the show. I've heard about it. I don't have Netflix, so that's why I haven't seen it. The only thing I know of are the memes on Facebook.
It's pretty fucking crazy,
dude. Yeah. So when I saw like I think. Oh, okay. So I saw. When you're on Netflix and you just highlight it and it starts playing like a little trailer.
Oh yeah.
So on the little trailer, it mentions that he's like an ex-con, and then he went from being an ex-con to now owning the zoo, blah blah blah, right? So I tell my manager, and I was like, "Yeah, it's crazy how he was an ex-con." He's like, "Yeah, I know, he was in prison." She's like, "Oh, he's in prison." I'm like, No. I said that he was in prison. And she's all like, "Yeah, well, he was in prison, now he's in prison again." I'm like, "What?" So he has 2 husbands. This dude's gay, and now he's in prison. Yeah, he tried to kill this one chick.
Dude, it got fucking crazy.
And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Dude, I have to watch this." So I remember that night I came home and I watched like 3-4 episodes, but it was around this time. It was
like it towards the middle got a little bit boring, but then it gets good again, like towards the end. Because it's a lot of fucking tigers, gay rednecks, meth, and like
Lions, tigers, and bears alive.
it's like Florida, man. That's all I gotta say, Florida.
That explains a lot.
I was in New Orleans, but no, that's true. It looked more like Florida.
I could be wrong though, but I just think of all that and I think of Florida.
They're from the bayou. They're from the bayou.
Bad souls.
The bayou,
They're from the bayou.
the swamp people.
The swamp people. Like it in the swamp hole.
Shoot 'em! That's a big one!
And then they do that fucking spit.
Oh yeah! Dude, that guy, shoot him! Remember he had his son with him? And he sounded exactly the same as him. I'm like, what the fuck?
No. Well, I mean, yeah, they sound the same, but
He's like, no, yeah, see.
no, what popped my head was Steve-O. Steve-O and his brother.
Oh, they sounded the same too, dude!
But that is more interesting to me.
What was that TV guy, the movie?
It was like National Lampoon.
Yes! I think it was National Lampoon's TV Guide, the movie, I think.
I think so.
Something with a TV Guide.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? So, it's like a stupid movie, but like the Jackass crews in it, like Wee Man and Preston.
Would a cat do that?
Yes! Okay, so Wee Man is a detective for a midget, right? And then you know that black midget from Bad Santa?
Yeah.
So it's them two, they're both midget detectives, and they're doing a drug deal bust, right? And he's like, "Let me see the coke, man." He's like, "No, man." He's like, "What if you're
getting
caught?"
a little too close.
And then so the black midget, he's like, he tells this big black dude, like, I know I'm saying black, it don't make sense. Because he's like, "Dude, what do I look like to you?" And the big black dude's like, "You look like my dick."
With arms.
And legs.
And then fucking wee man
Actually, you're the same size.
gets some measuring tape.
Actually, mine's a little bit bigger than yours.
On a cold day.
And then wee man's trying to close the deal, and the guy's like, "How do I know you're not a cop?" And he does a fucking line of coke. Would a cop do that, man? Yeah, man. But Steve-O was in there, and he was a party clown or birthday clown, right?
Yeah.
Which he was in real life before Jackass. But he was like an alcoholic or something, and they wanted to give him like intervention.
I think that was just Steve being Steve-O.
Yeah, I remember.
He's like the camera roll. I already see just be fucking crazy.
He's like at a kid's party, and he's all fucked up, and he stumbles.
And
and
as
like,
a birthday clown too.
yeah, and he knocks over the whole little bar that you put like in a corner, like all the bottles, like fucking knocks everything over. But his brother, Steve-O's brother, I think that's his real brother, huh?
I think so, because they look similar.
And he was trying to do that intervention, but he sounded like Steve-O, dude. He's like, yeah, man, my brother Steve-O. Like, I don't know why it was funny. Like, Juan's like, what?
Completely lost. Like, I'm listening, but I lost you.
What'd you say?
But with Steve-O, I watch him on YouTube because Steve has his own YouTube channel, and
he still does crazy shit.
He's calmed down a lot. But
I thought he doesn't drink anymore.
No, he's completely.
He's
sober.
still crazy though.
No,
he's like an animal activist too, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't remember what show he was doing, but he found a dog in Brazil, I think it was, and still to this day he has that dog with him.
Was that the Survivor type show? Wasn't he with like Bear Grylls or some shit?
That or that animal handler.
Oh,
Manny from Jackass.
Oh shit!
You remember him? The guy.
Yes.
Like,
he came out of Wild Boys.
Yeah. I think it was with him. I don't remember if the other guy, Chris Pines, was that his name? Chris Pines, the
Party Boy.
Yeah, the Party Boy. I don't know. I think he was with him, but Steve-O, he came across this.
Hey, probably while they were doing Wild Boys, because they were all in it.
Yeah, and they would go all over the world after these animals would try to get bit, stung, or just do stupid shit with them. You know?
They're fucking stupid. Dude. They cracked me up because there was a. Okay, so you guys seen an iguana in real life, a full grown one?
Yeah.
They're like 5 foot fucking long, right?
Yeah.
And there was one resting somewhere, and then Chris Pontius, he goes, like it's right here, right in front of his face, and he's like, this is a so something lizard or iguana, and he's like, let's take a closer look. And he puts his face right up to it, like, whack, fucking bites him. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot.
Hey, I mean, if we did that, you know what's gonna happen. So don't be bad.
Right?
You
That
asked
was a
for it.
great show because I love animals, and those guys are fucking stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
Those flat earthers.
But
It's a whole other level, man.
but with Steve though, he's actually he's sobered up. He's completely clean now.
Dr. Drew helped him get sober.
Yeah, get sober. On his YouTube channel, he'll go on there and he'll talk about like the times he's been the drunkest on TV and the shit he's done.
Remember him on MTV Cribs?
Yeah, he did Cribs. There's a show with Adam Carolla, I think his name is, from the Man Show. Do you remember him?
Well, he did a Love Line with Dr. Drew for like 10 years.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But yeah, I listened to their podcast too, the Drew and fuck, what's that guy's name?
Adam?
Yeah, Adam and Drew show.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I had no idea that they were doing the podcast. But there's a video that Steve put out, and he was saying, he was showing like his top 5 clips of when he was drunk on TV and just making an ass of himself.
That's the highlights.
Yeah, and the worst one was when he was with Adam Carolla on the show.
Like the talk show type?
Yeah, like he showed up, he was doing his interview with Adam Carolla, and it was like the first time Steve-O was getting big. I can't remember if this is before or after the first episode of Jackass. But he said before he went out there, he got like a bottle of vodka or Everclear, like some strong liquor, and just was in the backstage just fucking getting drunk, just slamming it down. And as they called him out to stage, Steve, you're up next. Are you ready? He said he got up and he flipped over the fucking table with all the alcohol on there. And he said he blacked out. By the time he got to the stage and sat down, he fucking blacked out. Does not remember anything. He was trying to flip over a table like they told him, they told Steve-O, just be crazy, be wild.
Did they have to get security on him?
I think so. Don't yet. Because the way it ended, he was trying to flip over a chair that Adam Carolla was sitting on. and like everyone behind the scenes, the crew were like freaking out, like step in, what's going on? And
You're telling me you're crazy.
yeah, they weren't expecting that. And Adam Carolla, he's like, it's okay, guys. He's telling like the film crew to keep filming. It's okay. And he's hanging onto the chair, and Steve was trying to flip him over, piss face, fucking drunk. And eventually, I guess they dragged his ass back to the dressing room. And Steve remembers nothing about it. Yeah, if you get a chance, look it up on YouTube.
All right.
And he got a whole bunch of videos on it. He talks to his dad, and like he's asking his dad, what is the most embarrassing thing that I did that you found the most strangest or something? And he said, well, there was that time you put that toy car in your ass and had it x-rayed.
But was that him? Wasn't it?
Oh, that was
the guy.
the one who died, Ryan Dunn.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I think Steve-O did shove other things up his ass.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, with Steve.
Because I remember the car one. I think that was in the movie, right? That was
That was like
Yeah,
Jackass 1 or the second one.
They like lube up a condom and then they can't get it out. And
I think it was the second one because that was the cover of the DVD, the X-ray with the toy.
And then
Yeah.
the doctor was on like, well, you have a car in your ass.
And then remember he's on the phone. He's like, "Estaba haciendo party, son gay. Se puso un carrito."
And then he's like, see, un carrito. Like the other doctor was like, what? Yeah, for car's ass. Like, carrito, güey. Carrito.
They're at a party. They're all gay.
He said, well, yeah, the skit was he's saying that he was at a party, he got drunk, he passed out.
And his ass was hurting.
Yeah, remembers nothing, so he's going in there to see what's wrong. And fucking toy car to come out.
Carrito. And I was like, oh.
Fucking Steve-O, I could relate, bro. Remember?
Wait,
Metro Deja Vu.
I remember you.
I remember parts of it. I just remember the same thing repeating. Like you guys helping me up, and then I'm on the ground like, the fuck? Like everything reset, bro. It was like the trippiest experience.
Right there, insert the fucking the sound of was Windows 98 started and shut down.
Dude, like one time I was drinking with this dude Ray at Ray's house, like his parents' house in 3 Points. They were all so fucked up, bro.
Gin.
Yeah, Tanqueray.
Yeah.
I still can't drink gin now.
Tanqueray for real.
Because of that. Like, I don't know, dude. I probably had alcohol poisoning. This dude saved my life.
Yeah.
I was fucking on my back throwing up, and he like ran and pushed me to my side.
No, I was sitting right next to him. All of a sudden, I heard him like gurgling. First thing I popped in my head was, hey, he can probably choke on his vomit. So I fucking rolled, well, can't say fat ass, 'cause he was fat like that. But I fucking rolled him over at least so I can.
Now that I don't remember, but I do remember getting home and my whole side right here was wet and had dirt on it. And it was I think it was my vomit.
No, it was the water.
Oh.
Because when you kept fucking passing out, I told Ray, go inside and get some water. I was expecting to come out with a glass of water. No, I fucking came out with a gallon of water.
Fuck Ray, dude.
Yeah, he comes out with a gallon of water, and Chewy, he stand up and he looked around like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then he was just ragdolled him.
No, dude,
Yeah.
just like blacked out.
Yeah, he just fucking, what the fuck? He wouldn't say nothing, just what the fuck? And then he just fucking ragdoll.
Hey, so let's start this over. just for people that never heard this story,
Yeah, true.
just catch them up because we're gonna get to the good stuff. This is the meaty stuff.
Yeah.
But-
So that was just a teaser.
Yeah, go ahead and tell them, Lee, what you remember, like, because I was, back in those days, I was smoking weed, right, from a can, I remember, and we're in Ray's backyard, and it's in 3 Points, there was a lot of land around there.
Yeah, it's desert, and it's at, what is that? I think like 2.5 acres that his parents had. And
Yeah.
In the back, behind the house.
It was like a little pig area.
Yeah, it was like with a whole bunch of mesquite trees, and the area that we were at, it was where water would gather, and it made like a little pit, and it was low, so you can go down. You can probably stand, and the ground would probably be up like your shoulder, maybe.
Yeah, it was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's
dude.
Okay.
So we went down there, and this bottle of gin, Ray he had it in his car.
It was hot,
It
dude.
was, yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
bro.
I can't remember if he took out the carpet or something, but it was like in the back seat, and it was getting hot from the exhaust coming through the floorboards. So and plus living in Tucson.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was during the summer.
I think it was.
More than likely it was like 113 degrees outside at night.
Our
On,
average.
on our cold nights out here, it's fucking 98, 100 degrees,
We had a cool night last night. How
At
cold
10,
was it?
10, 11 o'clock at night,
If you don't have AC, bro, good luck rolling your windows down, because it's fucking like a hot air, like blow dryer, blowing in your windows.
A fucking furnace, basically.
Yeah, dude, like-
it's like when you set the oven and you open the oven to
It is.
And you
to
just
bake
stick your
something.
face in there.
That's exactly how it feels going outside.
Mhm. As soon as you crack open the door, it's like cracking open the oven door.
And then my eyes water immediately, like they probably get dehydrated.
The moment you have to blink and like stay with your eyes closed for 10 seconds just to lubricate them. Yeah, I was telling my manager because she was like, yeah, they had a snow day because she's from Pittsburgh. They had a snow day. I'm like, we should have fucking like heat days. You know what? Arizona is so fucking hot, you don't have to go to work. It's score.
They're like 5 people died hiking today. Everybody stay inside.
Right?
Like, it's hot. It gets hot.
So anyways, before we go off the subject here, so that bottle of gin was in the backseat of Ray's car, hot, and I think Ray had some weed, didn't
Yeah,
he? Is that right? Yeah.
I think I had some too, or maybe it was Ray's.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'd have a lot.
Sometimes he would, sometimes he wouldn't. But somehow, some weed got involved, and knowing Chewy for as long as I have, you offer him something, he'll fucking take it.
And dude, and so he had a whole fifth of Tanqueray, and we had a gallon of orange juice, remember? And we dumped out half of it and then dumped the whole bottle in the juice gallon. And then just fucking swing and pass it
There's
around.
another story to that one too. But
Yeah.
So anyways,
I'm gonna take a piss real quick.
no, I'll continue.
I need a beer?
Yeah, I'll take one anyways. So anyways, we're in the backyard and we were drinking the orange juice and gin, some gin and juice.
Gin juice.
Oh yeah.
Sipping on gin.
With our mind on our money and our money on our mind. Straight up, laid back. So yeah, we're there drinking the orange juice and gin, and we're starting to get a little buzz. And I can't remember if it was Ray that brought out the weed or if it was Chewy that brought out the weed. And of course, we were probably, how old were we? Like early 20s, maybe teenagers still, 19, 20. I don't remember. So at the time being, we didn't have no rolling papers, we didn't have no glass pipes, no pipes to smoke out, but we had weed. So first thing we do is, all right, we take a aluminum can, crush it up, poke a couple holes in it, make a makeshift pipe. I wasn't getting high because I was already drinking. When I mix both weed and fucking alcohol, I can't drive for shit. I'm done. So, knowing that we were gonna be there for a couple hours, I figured I'll try to sober up a little and try to control my drinking. So I stayed somewhat sober Chewy, he fucking got the can with the weed, started fucking smoking it up, puts it down. Or no, he kept smoking it for a while, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you know, it was like one bowl. He gets done with it, and I remember standing up like, well, it's already late, guys. Let's roll out. Let's get out of here. So, you know, we're saying goodbye. I remember Chewy fucking standing up. As soon as Chewy stood up, he drops the can.
It
Fucking hit him like a ton of bricks. He's looking over. Next thing you know, he falls over. Fucking hits the ground. As he's laying on the ground, I'm looking at him like, holy shit, fucking Chewy's fucked up. I've never seen Chewy this fucked up. Chewy is fucked up. And he's there. He's out for like maybe, I don't know, a minute. Like literally 60 seconds probably. Then he finally comes around Chewy and he's laying on the ground and he's there. What the fuck?
And I remember hearing that too when I was on the ground. I remember like my senses coming to, and it was dark, and I could feel the ground, like the dirt in between my fingers. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not standing up. And I can hear you guys like, damn, Chewy's fucked up. And you're like, and I see lights and shit like over my eyelids. You guys are probably lighting the fucking flashlight on me.
Probably, I think I had a flashlight on. Yeah. But yeah, you were down for at least 60 seconds. He was down for a couple seconds, not like too long. If it got more than like 2 minutes in, I'm like,
you were like, hey.
Hey, Ray, we're gonna do shovel, bro. A big shovel.
You got all this land.
But he came to, and first thing he said, what the fuck? The fucking. You stand up and you look around, and it looked like you were about to say something, and you're out again.
Lights out.
Fucking ragdoll. back on the
Push
ground.
the power button.
Yeah, like the way I can describe it is like that light switch on the wall that you don't know what it's to. You're just there flipping it on and off. Like, what's this for?
Somebody found his.
yeah, exactly.
Right when I was saying something.
Yeah. So you fall back down again, and I'm like, damn, Drew's really fucked up. Like then it's like seriously. I'm like, okay, well, he's never done this before. This is something new. You see him Drew again. What the fuck? He gets back up, looks around. What the fuck? Even before he can get the words out of his mouth, fucking falls.
How many times did that happen?
Dude, like 5 or I don't know.
Several times, probably. Yeah.
So that's what you were saying, that you thought it was like deja vu?
Yes, dude, like
Perpetual, because every time he'd black out,
He doesn't remember.
In his mind, he was standing up. When he would come to, he could feel his back on the ground and the dirt in his hands, and yeah. You know.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not standing up. And then I come to, and then they help me up, and then I'm like, all right, I'm good. And then next thing I know, I'm on the ground again, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like, it was like a fucking Twilight Zone episode, dude.
I think it's like Gadio. Gadio was there too.
Oh, he was, huh?
Me, Ray, and Gadio over there.
Dude, yeah.
But anyways, when we finally get him up and he starts acting somewhat normal, and he's actually now starting to speak.
Instead of just saying what the fuck.
Yeah, yeah. When you start learning new words.
The fuck? The fuck? The fuck? Don't say it! That's what triggers it!
You said the secret word.
I think he's stuck on what the fuck?
Look at Gadio, look at Chewy. What the fuck? So yeah, once he started
Coming to
yes,
actual sense.
not passing out, I remember holding him by his arm and like getting ready to catch him, because when he would ragdoll, he would just fucking fall. Yeah.
Flat.
At first, I thought he was kind of fucking around. After a while, I was like, no, he's really blocking the fuck out.
Motherfucker gonna crack his
So I'm
skull.
holding him, and Agati was on the other side holding him, and I remember that's when we had that 1 gallon of water, like a milk jug, just water, and I'm telling Chewy like, sit down, just sit, and like underneath his ass, well between his feet, it was a cinder block broken in half.
I don't remember any of this.
No? I do.
He's all like, I don't remember anything. Anything that happens from here on there.
So I'm telling you to sit down, and to make it easy, I take a cinder block that's broken in half, so half a cinder block, and I put it like, I'm judging if he would just sit, where's his ass gonna land. land.
So all I have to do is just sit down.
Bend your knees. So as a whole, I'm telling you, sit down, and you point forward like, no, I want to sit on that. And he's pointing at the fucking gallon of water. Like, Chewie, you can't sit on that, bro. Just sit the fuck down. Eventually you sit down, and then you start explaining to us like why you kept saying what the fuck.
I was so confused.
So I don't know if it was a mixture of the alcohol and the weed plus the heat. And remember the gym was hot too.
Yeah.
So that could have been dehydration.
I just remember like after smoking I got up and like I felt like everything rushed to my head. And then after that I remember seeing black. And like at this moment, like I don't know how to explain it, dude. So I just went black, right? Like lights turned off. But I'm still like, you know when you barely start waking up and you start coming to your senses and you're like kind of awake, but you're still like asleep? It was kind of like that. And I'm coming to my senses and I could feel like the dirt in my fingers and I'm like, and I start feeling behind me and I feel like a wall behind me. And I'm like, I'm standing against the wall. And I'm like, no, and then I felt the dirt. I'm like, I'm on the fucking ground. Like, what the fuck? And then I could see like lights and I hear them laughing and they're like, dude, he's fucked up, dude. And then like they helped me up. And I'm like, oh shit, that was crazy, I'm good. And then same exact thing again. And I'm coming to and I see lights again. They're like, dude, he's really fucked up, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? They helped me up again, and it just rinse and repeat. And that was the last thing I remembered. After that, I think I remember throwing up, and then I was like, I'm good, dude. But like, I remember I threw up a lot after that.
That's what I left out too when you started puking. I mean, you weren't puking a lot. That's probably like maybe the fourth, fifth time when you ragdolled. I figured, you know what? I think I picked you up like 2-3 times, and then by then I was like, you know what, fuck it, just leave him on the ground. Doctor advised me against heavy lifting.
Right? Sleeping off, boy.
Yeah, so I figured, what's the point? He's just gonna fall back down if I pick him up. So I'm like,
yo, let's just watch him.
Yeah, so he was out for another 60 minutes. 60 minutes.
Damn.
60 seconds.
He was out for an hour.
Come on, Dan. I'm like,
he's turning blue.
I just played chess with death and I beat him.
It's my battleship with death.
He gave me a second chance.
But yeah, there was a time when you fell down. I figured, you know what, there's no point in picking him back up because it's just gonna fall back over. So I just let you be on the ground and just kept an eye over you. And I remember I was talking to Arcadio, and I'll turn 3 points. It's real quiet. So as we're talking, all of a sudden I hear Chewie like he's dry heaving.
Yeah.
Look over and then I hear like water, like you're like coming up. Yeah. Like, oh shit, he's puking and he's laying flat on his back. And you know, I've heard people can die in their sleep because they've gone to bed drunk as shit and they just puke and they don't.
You choke on your vomit.
Yeah. So first thing that popped in my head is roll him to the side. Fucking go on, roll Chewie to the side. And I just keep my leg up against his back so he doesn't roll back over. So I'm looking, vomit's coming out, so I'm like, well, at least it's coming out. So
yo, damn, he's fucked up.
He's breathing. He's fucking breathing. Yeah, so he puked out a little. Then I think that's when you started coming to, and you started explaining like your point of view, what you were seeing.
I'm all confused.
Yeah, you didn't know what the fuck was going on. You had no fucking idea.
What?
What the fuck?
Yeah, all he knew is I'm up, I'm down, I'm up, I'm down.
Dude, like, my brain couldn't make sense of what the fuck was going on, you know what I mean? Like, it felt like I was in a movie.
Yeah.
Yo, guys, so that was my Steve-O moment. I mean, I guess I made an ass out of myself, but not like Steve-O did, you know?
Yeah, true. That is true. But, you know, we're young at the time. I was trying to remember how old we were. We were what?
It was like early 20s, bro.
Yeah. Say about 19, 20.
Yeah, huh? It was like,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I remember I couldn't buy alcohol.
Yeah, I don't think I was legal age yet. Ray,
He's like a year older than me.
yeah, he's a year older than us, but he wasn't that much of a drinker.
No, that's probably why he gave it to us. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, it was in the back of his breeze, getting hot. But, just getting hot. So he wasn't.
Ray's all, what the fuck did I do? I just killed Chewie.
I can't even remember how the fuck he got it. I'm pretty sure somebody gave it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Because his parents say they go in to clean out the trailers for a company here in town. And when someone doesn't keep up with the mortgage, they get evicted. The parents go in and they clean up the trailers and what's
Oh, that's
left
crazy.
in it. What the people didn't move out, whatever trash they moved in. It's probably where they probably left a bottle of gin behind. So we probably got it from south and figured, hey, go drink it with me. And
But it wasn't even gin, it's liquid cocaine. They're smuggling drugs.
it was what's the prison line called?
Homebrew? Is that it?
No, it was a name for it. What the fuck is it? Hooch. It was a hooch.
Oh, they get like shit for man in there.
Yeah,
right?
like grapes, oranges, whatever the fuck they can get their hands on.
And toilet water, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
I would believe so.
Yeah, I think they put it in the toilet water.
So what, you can't take a shit for like 2 days? What, bruise?
Well, you probably take shit somewhere else.
I'm
In
pretty
the
sure.
sink?
I'm pretty sure they just get the water on there and then they probably put it like under the bed because it can't be a light. It has to be in a dark, cool spot. Like when you make homemade wine in a 5-gallon jug, you gotta keep it in your closet.
Dark, yeah.
When it's
That's
dark.
why they have wine cellars and it has to be dark.
Mhm.
I never knew that. Oh shit.
Mhm. Yep.
It gets a different tint if you do it in the light. But it doesn't taste the same.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, homemade wine is just fucking grape juice, sugar, and
Stomp down.
Yeah, just straight. You can get fucking Welch's grape juice. Get the grape juice, pour it into a fucking.
It has to be 100% though. Natural.
Grape juice.
Imagine Welch's wine. Let me bang, yo.
Oh yeah, shit! I saw a video on Facebook the other day how to make it.
He's like, that's what I know.
I'm not a big wine drinker, but you know the times get rough, and I need a drink to calm my nerves.
Some wild snap, apple juice and grapes.
I want to try mead.
Mead?
The Vikings drink. It's like honey wine basically.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
20
honey.
something percent. Get fucked up.
20%?
20 something percent, yo. Some honey wine. They get fucked up on that, dude. That's the Vikings.
Yeah, well, since we're in the stories of that time I got fucked up at your house off that Labatt Blue. That was
Oh, dude.
10.2 or 10.5%.
The Canadian beer.
Yeah, it was like a 40. What was it, a liter?
A pint.
No, it was like a 40 ounce.
I think it is
American
liter.
40 ounce, but it was Canadian, so it's metric. Was it like a liter or half a liter or something?
I think it is a liter, huh?
Yeah.
Or a quart.
I can't remember exactly, but it's best way I can describe it. It was the equivalent to a 40 ounce here in America.
Okay.
10.1% alcohol.
Yeah.
Beer.
Bud Light here, like this Bud Light I'm drinking, is it what, 5%?
Or 4 point something.
4.9 or 5%. I know it says it here on the side. 4.2. Oh shit, I was way off. Man. How was that? Bud Light was 5.
I think Budweiser is 5.
Yeah, Budweiser's 5. Bud Ice is 5.5.
Yeah.
But like Platinum is 6. I learned that the hard way. Felt good the first couple times, but then it felt like shit.
Dude, I used to drink a 12 pack of that and be fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, that time though when I drank that Labatt Blue, man,